We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stutter and Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros, Blabs.
Yo, my N-words, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready?
Welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com. And most importantly, friends, SideScrollersPlus.com. Good to see everybody. Glad you're with us. Big Tuesday today as, man, oh man, the pre-show conversation has been spectacular. Glad you're with us today. Big day. Hello, Blabs.
Hi. It's a very serious conversation that we had pre-show, so I can't say anything yet. You have to tune in Friday. Oh,
I know.
thinking cap.
I know. This may be the most flustered I've ever seen Blabs get before the show. Like, there have been times where she's been like, I just don't know what to do. But now it's like, brr, there's like, you know, the steam coming out your ears.
I need to go look at my fridge and just stare at all my cheese.
You ruined it. Listen, I'm not going to break the news to you, but I am going to break the news to you.
I just, whoops.
This Friday, I will not be here. So as a special, very special segment we are producing. Blabs, and I want a full intro here for this. I want a full, you can do it with AI, whatever you need to do.
I'm going to go ask Canva to make me a cheese intro.
Right? We are doing Blabs's top 5 cheeses.
Maybe I should just film myself after the show eating a piece of cheese, and that's my intro.
That sounds great. You like
with
a little,
like some like string
mouse.
quartet music from like Mozart playing in the background as I'm just eating cheese.
Yeah. Well, this whole cheese conversation started with our super cheesy friend, the award-winning VTuber herself. Everyone puts your hands together for Leaflit. Hello, Leaf.
What did the non-woke mushroom say to the woke mushroom?
You're not a fun guy.
That's a shit take.
It's shiitake. See what I just said, dude. Got it. It's good. Is there? You know, I'll tell you what. There are few words that you look at in the English language and you go, what? And shiitake is definitely one of them.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's Japanese, so.
Well, I mean, there's an English word for it, though. It may be Japanese, but it isn't. There's an English word, so.
Oh yeah, like it was adopted, basically, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I feel like my guess was pretty okay, though.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad.
Anytime you have the mushroom jokes, it usually comes back to fun guy. That's generally the golden rule. Yeah. I'll say, hey, let me tell you about a fun guy that I know.
Oh, nice one.
Straight from the hood. Dizzy as a motherfucker, but he's here today. Everyone put your hands together on his birthday for Phoenix. Hello, Phoenix.
Happy birthday.
I'm sorry, I'm still laughing at that woke mushroom joke. How y'all doing? Oh, man.
It was great. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Big day today. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Join the 141,000 normal men who have found us over on YouTube. The over 42,000 who have found us over on Rumble. It's great to see everybody. Tip of the cap. Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button. We're also live over on Kick. We're live over on Twitch. And, of course, over on Side Scrollers Plus, home of the most wild-ass chat in the world. You got to see it to believe it. But first, you got to make a free account over on Side Scrollers Plus because, listen, Phoenix has seen some shit.
I really have. Yeah, when I was helping Blabs out and taking over some of the Plus duty, and I really got to sit and watch that chat. Oh boy, howdy! That was an interesting day. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't like staring at so much like vagina and boobs, so I just filter it out so I don't have to see it all the time.
like a cornucopia of it's just a flash session of.
Yeah. So I usually have it on filter mode, so I don't really see it, and I just pop in every every few minutes to see if everyone's behaving. And it's like, oh, okay. You know, like that meme of Homer Simpson going back into a bush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And you know what? I'm positive that DB Wild could pretty much recreate that with Blabs. A picture of recreate the Homer Simpson thing and then have Blabs go back in. I think that'd be great.
Just like, oh, okay, you guys are still alive. Everyone's still good. Stream's still up. Okay, bye.
I kind of like the Clockwork Orange, where her eyes are just they're clamped open, and she's just flashing so much of this shit.
Speaking of DB Wild, while we have him, I always like to show off some of his creative work. Did you see yourself on the Japanese balloon here, Leaflit?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think I saw that on X. Yeah,
This is
It's like
spectacular.
the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, but in Tokyo.
awesome.
I love the idea. Obviously, this is AI generated, but I do see a day where something like this could happen, where you have a Leaflit balloon going down the street, or maybe
Oh, jeez.
That'd be fun.
yeah, or whenever we have when we do an event or something, Leaflit, we can have little Leaflit balloons, custom Leaflit balloons people can buy. That'd be fun, right?
I saw people talking about making. When are we having our own convention? You know.
Leaflit. We'll get to that soon.
Oh, is that on here? Oh, okay.
Not today, but we'll definitely get to that. It's something that a lot of people have been asking for. You know, as I was watching this on loop, I looked at these AI generated people and their sun hats and their nice sports coats and stuff, and I thought to myself, isn't it weird that this does happen in real life, where people are lining down the road and they're just looking up at something, whether it's a parade or a balloon, and they're all clapping. Could you imagine what that would look like if the parade and or balloon was removed and you just had people lined up down the street clapping in a weird way?
Yeah, that'd be pretty terrifying, actually. Yeah.
It would be. I don't know. That's where my brain went with that one.
You're just hearing the hollow echo of claps and cheers with nothing else going on. Yeah.
Bizarre. This is what I like about you, Phoenix. You get me.
Absolutely, I do.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You get me, and I love that. All right. And we get you. We get you so much that we know that yesterday, during the finals of the greatest console ever tournament, it was a straight up brouhaha. And we have officially crowned the greatest console ever. That being, yes, Phoenix, the Game Boy. That's right.
Yep.
It was a shocking upset.
I never thought the Game Boy was going to win. But I did put it in the top 3 in my head. But to see that this is the greatest of the great, I did not see that. And then the segue that I'm sure you're getting to makes this all the more humorous.
That is correct, because yesterday we found out a new challenger put their quarter into the machine, and PC will be challenging today. Phoenix, let's go and get to that intro.
All right, here we go.
Today's side scroller showdown, a battle for the ages. The Game Boy versus the personal computer, the winner of the greatest console in history,
Good God.
taking on the PC. This is shocking. Leaf, do you have any thoughts on the Game Boy versus the PC?
But does the PC count as a console, though?
Well, that's the idea here. Is we're not now. It just chimed in out of nowhere, and it's like, hey,
Oh, I see.
Who is this guy?
It's Crazy Ernie from Crazy Ernie's Used Car Emporium.
PC must win. Also V&D's Embro win. Also Blab's trans hat is back. That means she's fired.
oh, that's right. Well,
It's not trans, it's Stitch.
well, look at the zoom on the hat.
Whoa.
Look!
Whoa.
I like that angry zoom in.
Yeah, I know. Do that again real quick. Do that.
No, you can't just make me do that again. It's a natural face.
We didn't see it. We do it again.
No, I'm too busy smiling. I can't I can't anymore. Sorry.
You get Blabs' big trans hat over there.
It's not trans. Stitch.
Yet.
Yes,
It's Disney.
The
Yeah.
pipeline is real. All right. That was Shaq S8. Oh, there you go, Phoenix. There you go.
Hi.
I'm so angry. Shaq, SHAK, with
I need
a
a drink.
100.
No, don't worry. Don't worry.
Shaq with $128.44. Very specific today.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Aforementioned has shown up. Don't worry.
Oh boy. All right, we'll
Yeah,
see
don't
how this
worry.
goes.
You're fine, Phoenix. Don't worry about it.
No, I need a drink today.
No, you really don't.
I will.
No, you're good. You're saved.
Shaq.
Trust me, I need a drink today.
With $128.44 says PC must win. Asking for V and Decembro. And thank you for that. Shaq, we'll take a look at anybody and everybody to be on the show.
And thank you very much.
That is beyond generous. Absolutely. So aforementioned, who, wow, with $500 says, I know it's going to be an uphill battle. So here's $500 for the Game Boy to give it a fighting chance.
Thank you,
boy.
aforementioned. Thank
That's
you.
crazy, man.
Yes, that is crazy to say the least. And
See, you
aforementioned-
might not need a drink after all, Phoenix.
I will be needing a drink today.
That's not even how you do the shaker thing.
Leaflet's like, that's just wrong. Bartending.
Unbelievable. Aforementioned, thank you very much for that great support. And yes, you
Thank
have
you very much.
definitely put PC in a hole today, as this is going to be an intense battle.
David and Goliath. I mean, this thing.
Truly, David and Goliath.
The calculator.
The
Okay, but what if-
1989 calculator.
But what if it had all of the accessories? Like you had like the magnifier, the light, the battery pack, the grips. Like what if it had all of that and the speakers?
If you put every console and you duct tape them all together against PC,
PC
this
Master
audience, we're
Race.
doomed.
This should not be a question.
Okay, that was $50 just came in from Fellwind for PC Master Race right there. Thank you very much, Fellwind.
Thank you.
Incredibly generous. All right. We will get to we will be counting up everybody's super chats, direct donations, and rumble rants throughout the duration of the show. This could get nuts, including subs over on Twitch. Those count. Real Alizan came in and says, my subs for the Game Boy. So $2.50 for the Game Boy right there. Fluffy Pro says, got to vote early with $10. Says, when you turn on a PC, you have to wait for PC updates, Steam updates, game updates, and more updates. Game Boy, you hear a ding and play the game. It has Mario legally. PC gave us the internet and all the weirdos on podcast. Game Boy, $10 for the Game Boy from Fluffy Pro.
Just to be clear, because someone had asked me this, they were asking if a portable PC can count in this. I would say no, correct? Like a Steam Deck, for instance. I don't think that counts.
No, we would have put the Steam Deck
This
in.
for Game Boy
Okay.
because using older hardware to innovate and maintain affordability will always be king.
That's $25 from Hippie Tree Hugger for the Game Boy right there. I'll tell you what, Phoenix, I'm going to tell you this right now. I think the Game Boy is going to win this. I really
That's
do.
good that you believe that.
I do. CG Hero says, what are we doing? Console versus PC is like bringing a bicycle to a NASCAR race. Only the Game Boy is more like a unicycle. Money for PC. That's $10 for the PC from CG Hero right there. I don't know. I'm just saying, I think it has a chance. Thank you guys very much.
Well, it would be the most hilarious upset of all time that when people ask the number one, I guess, gaming platform, that it was the Game Boy that took down the fucking PC would be, like there would be riots in the street.
Oh, I would love to see riots in the street. This would be outstanding. People get so upset about all the things. Yes, Leaf.
The other thing that people have to understand is like the context of the time in which it was out, right? You didn't have your phone. So like if you had to go to like, God forbid you had to go to the DMV and you didn't have a Game Boy, you were screwed. You didn't have a phone.
Would people please think of life in 1990? All right?
Yeah.
What are you even doing here?
That's
guys?
impossible for me. I
know.
wasn't there.
I know.
Well, I mean, it wasn't even 1990. Like that was up to like what, like late 2000s, before people really started to get smartphones. And even then, not everybody had them. They were like more for business people. So it
Yeah.
wasn't really until like 2010s ish that everybody had a smartphone. And on top of that, people even back then didn't have internet on their smartphones all the time.
Yeah,
But it
I
was like kind of
actually one
shit,
those
right?
people. So I wasn't even allowed to have texting on my phone for the longest time. I
Yeah.
think like late high school I was allowed to have texting, and then I think I was around 20 when I was allowed to have data on my phone. So
Wow.
Yeah, which is why, like, the Game Boys, like those portable consoles were so clutch, like way more clutch back then. Like we don't really appreciate like how clutch they were now because we can whip out our phone and go on Discord or something like that or watch YouTube. That wasn't a thing before.
Look at how portable it was.
Sonic boom.
There's
got a
no
sonic boom.
Transformer.
But it's a
PC all
pocket,
the
isn't
way.
it?
What's that?
It's a pocket though. The pocket was really. Is it a color or a pocket? It looks like a.
It has all the accessories though.
Why
All of
why do
them.
I get like Optimus Prime vibes from it? And I'm kind of like, does it change into a vehicle or something?
Well,
No,
when
it
you-
just displays the same green and white gameplay as before.
Autobots, move out!
Yeah.
Like, what am I
right.
doing?
When you do power up that Game Boy, it just goes.
Yeah,
like,
right.
it makes that sound. All right, hey, that was from Cody Young. Cody Young came in with $50. He says this is no contest, PC all the way. All right, this is where things are going to get interesting today, for sure, for sure. Victus Omega with $20 says my usual donation. This to PC and Linux gaming at that. I donate more, but RAM is $900 and Steam Deck is an x86 64 PC with a full desktop environment running on an Arch derivative. Victus Omega, thank you so much for your support. And all those reasons you just gave are probably why you should not go to PC. But I just, whatever,
All those reasons you listed are exactly why PC gaming destroyed that market. Congrats.
Talbo says, usually you have a Game Boy out while playing PC, the ultimate pair. But this goes to PC because you can't play the tabletop RPG made by the award-winning VTuber Leaflit, Lyrian Chronicles. Play the Mirren campaign today. Is it Myron? Moraine.
We had our first anniversary like this week. Yeah.
Let's go.
Kind of crazy. I
Congratulations.
was like thinking about that. Like, it's wild.
That's cool. Yes, it's amazing. We're going to get into a big anniversary here in a little bit as well. But we will if your super chats directly relate to the ongoing battle of PC versus Game Boy, we will scroll them on the bottom and make sure they are seen for a great amount of time.
Who is this guy?
It's Crazy Ernie from Crazy Ernie's Used Car Emporium.
PC Master Race. When I was younger, I gamed on a potato. Now that I'm older, I run office software on a battle station.
Finrock with $100 to PC Master Race. Unbelievable. We will read all your super chats that relate to the topic that we have, and we'll make sure we scroll the ones that are related to the incredible matchup we have going on right now. Phoenix, let's get a quick early returns.
You got it. Here we go. So far, the little Game Boy that could is at $537.15. First, I'm looking at that screen and laughing next to this behemoth. $378.43 to the PC. So far, a very close match. We'll have to keep you updated on the progress of this David versus Goliath.
All right. Sounds good. Labs, what are your thoughts on PC versus Game Boy?
I like Xbox.
Yeah, that-
That was like a I like turtles like moment.
Yes, please. Let's go. Please clip that. Please clip it. There it is. 1910.
I think it's fair to say, like, 'cause I don't know how you compare these two things. I think it's fair to say, Craig, and you've got to be the official on this. Is this a war between the literal Game Boy versus a PC? Like, we're taking the nostalgia, the games, we're really looking at that versus the computer. Or is this kind of something bigger, which is essentially consoles versus a PC? How do you see this?
I think that's the beauty of this, is that it can be taken however people want to take it.
Okay.
You know, there's a lot of, this is not black and white. There's a lot of gray.
Much like a Game Boy. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. There's a lot of green.
But let's think about it though. Like actually, like if you actually were in the situation in which you would have used the Game Boy, like that would have been back when the Game Boy was the system, right? Would you rather have in that time a Game Boy or a PC if you could only have one?
Well, there's the trick, Leaf. It's a very good question. Having had both, I had PCs. I grew up with PC stuff long before other people had PCs. And, around that time, you were getting close to a Wolfenstein and stuff like that on PC. It wasn't there just yet. So a lot of the games were kind of smaller, a lot of like text adventure games, things like that. The reason why this becomes so tricky is because had you said, let's say the PC versus the original NES or something, then you could say something. But the fact that this is portable and a PC isn't makes that question really hard to answer.
It does, because it's like you have to think about if you could only have one. Like imagine yourself back in that time and your parents were like, you can only have a PC or a Game Boy, and thinking about the time and like which people lived in, right? So it's like makes it really hard to make that decision, I think.
Well, let's be real. Does the PC really have Tetris? Come on, what are we even doing?
A very good point, Craig.
Thank you, Phoenix. Appreciate that. We may have just flipped this whole thing as Marmalin came in with $250. Says PCMR, that's PC Master Race. Where else would you be able to play Sex with Hitler alongside Lyrian Chronicles, then go into modded Fallout New Vegas? Unbelievable. Wow. Marmalin, thank you so much for that ridiculous support. And you do ask a great question, which I just don't know the answer to that. But thank you for that wonderful, wonderful support. All right. A little bit of housekeeping before we move on. Just heads up, we announced we had a little fire on Friday last week, and we had to address that head on. And I want to give you a heads up. We are hiring a social media manager for us. So I had this post out on X. So if anybody wants to apply, if you have experience, you got to make sure you're good at all these things, or at least if you're not good at it, you got to be able to learn to be good. And we want to make sure, so anyways, go to the post. If you're really into it, my DMs are closed, and I don't like to tell people my email, even though it's out there, right? I have no problem like privately telling people it, but my thought is that if you really cared, you'd find the job, or you'd find it, right? You'd find the email and you'd get a hold of me, right? With all that information. So, that's like the first obstacle. So not a game, it's real life. All right. We're doing this thing. So we're looking for somebody to be the next part of our team. And they're going to be a big part of our team, because I think a social media manager and or publisher dude, however we decide to give you a title, you're going to play a big part in helping us grow. So anyways.
Good work experience too, like really good.
I spent 10,000 Kool-Aid points to get a Game Boy Pocket and Pokemon Blue. Could you ever get a PC with Kool-Aid PTS? Also, an internet friend released a retro arcade game called Living Dead House on Steam and Switch. Check it out. Similar to
Burger Time, Game Boy. Kent Pittsburgh with $25 for the Game Boy right there. Thank you very much. All right. Anyways, so just heads up, we're hiring, one person. And this was pointed out yesterday. I actually thought this was pretty fun. This was quote tweeted yesterday, my post by livesearch.app. Side Scrollers Podcast hiring a social media manager. This is a great opportunity to be one of the top, to work for one of the top live podcasts in the United States. Let's go.
Nice.
Bada bing, bada boom. Pretty good.
By the way, Craig, did you see, I didn't understand it, but there was a lot of people who seemed confused as to what happened on that. Did they still, even though you addressed it, they said that you didn't explain
To be
what
fair, it was
actually
pretty
happened.
vague on Friday. I will say that.
What's that?
The firing and what happened. If people are not on Twitter, they don't know what's up, and so they thought it was very vague on Friday.
Oh, okay. Long story short, previous homeboy, good dude, just kind of decided to make the Side Scrollers account his personal account, and that was probably the biggest thing, So can't have that.
Yeah, the tweets were going out, and this person was responding. If anyone had said something negative, that person was responding back to them, sometimes blocking people, things like that. One after the other, after they're in rapid succession. That's what
like
happened.
A spurg out, basically, chat.
did not reflect kind of what we're about with free speech and having conversation and such like that. So as pointed out, Blab said when she was running their social media, she had blocked one person.
No, I didn't block a single person, actually.
Oh, you didn't?
No, never. I would just kind of like mute if they were constantly like harassing that account. I would just be like, mute. Don't have to worry about it. But no, I don't believe in blocking people. Unless it's like actual like harassment. Like I have blocked one account on my own private account and it was just like sexual harassment in my DMs and stuff like that. And I was like, bye. Yeah.
Yeah. It was, it is what it is. But I went in and he blocked a bunch of people and I went into like unblock people and to see like, I was like, wow, like the amount of blocks that have been done.
How many was it?
Hundreds?
Jesus Christ. Again,
Yeah.
I didn't block a single person. I had that account for 2 years.
Yeah.
There was a tweet, and I don't remember the exact text that went back and forth, but there was a tweet where someone said once you block X amount of people.
It was Tectone, actually. Tectone made
I'm
that
leaving
tweet.
names out, but X amount of when you block X amount of accounts, your life gets better or whatever. And then our person at the time had said, well, I'm trying or something like that. I'm trying to get there or something. I went, oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is. Business had to business, and people are like, I've had so many people go, "Are you okay?" It's like, yeah, it's like it is what it is. We try to turn a negative into a positive situation. I think we did. You got to act swiftly, and I think I was very fair to him, and look forward to moving ahead and finding the next person to our little side scrollers puzzle over here. So, all right. With that said, reach out if you're interested. All right, we got a lot to get to today. Glad you're with us. Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button. Would love to see a big day today as far as viewership goes. If you guys just popping in, just wherever you guys are watching, hit that thumbs up. It definitely helps. There's a direct correlation between you guys hitting that thumbs up and the show getting out there on YouTube. I know it's crazy, but that's literally a signal to the algorithm saying hello. All right, with that said,
It also makes your pee-pee bigger.
Oh my God, giant cocks.
Mm-hmm.
Big old cocks. Listen.
Sorry, ladies.
No, it works for ladies too.
Oh, hey.
I'm saying sorry, ladies.
You heard Leaflit. There we go. Hey, it's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for hard news.
Hard news.
Leaf, did you see that Law and Order SVU surprised fans with an original VTuber in the newest episode right here? They launched a VTuber in it.
Oh.
Yes. It's a fully rigged custom model instead of a generic animated avatar.
Wait. Did Leaflet just say what's that when you said Law and Order?
Wait, did you say that?
No, I didn't know what the SVU was.
Oh my God, I was like, really? Even everyone should know that one.
Is this a big moment for VTubers crossing over to the mainstream?
Oh dear.
Okay, so I'm imagining like this is one of the cases or something. It's
Yes.
not that they're actually. Oh God, please, that'd be so good. It's not that they actually had a
VTuber as a detective.
VTuber that's like one of the new detectives, and and we just go along with that. Man, I'd
No,
watch
it's,
that
it's,
so
it's
fast.
actually like part of the one episode or whatever it
Okay.
is, from my understanding.
Poop.
Oh,
Sorry.
Was it a
Rough
good
levels.
episode though? I mean, I don't know. Anyone see it?
Nah. I haven't
watch.
watched an SVU in I don't know, 10 years.
I only watch anime.
Fair.
What if they
I'm a
made
huge weeb, by the way.
Oh, listen, well established. What if they made a Law and Order anime?
Well, okay,
They
see, the
already
problem with
do.
that, right, is anime is 100% anime, but like Law and Order anime, even if there was an anime character, it would be like half real and half anime, so it wouldn't still be 100% anime. So.
Yeah, but they
Even
already
that-
do. They make all these detective mystery anime shows out there already. So
Well,
true.
just throwing it out there. All right. Well, you know what those detective animations won't be? DLive. Did you guys see DLive is shutting down?
What is DLive? I keep hearing people talk about DLive. Like, what is it?
That's probably why it's shutting down their Leaflit.
I see.
What is DLive? DLive is a streaming outlet. Yeah, it was a streaming outlet.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's never good to have outlets shut down, but did not do very well for itself.
Do you know how long it's been around for?
I know I think it started around COVID.
Okay.
I think that's correct.
Because I've been seeing a lot of platforms start to come around lately. I was just curious to see like how long their shelf lives are.
So many users cited the platform's past bans on high-profile streamers like Nick Fuentes as the key reason it lost its audience. So I guess that's where he was streaming. DLive briefly surged popularity around 2020 to 2021 amongst creators restricted elsewhere, but struggled long-term with moderation shifts and financial pressures. Okay, so yeah, it looks like Fuentes was over there before. I guess he's over on Rumble now, that guy, Nick Fuentes?
Yeah, Rumble, yeah.
Yeah, so, but, he certainly won't be on DLive anymore. So there's that. DLive is going au revoir. It's unfortunate. I've seen DLive integrated into various, various things, right? Like the API is built into streaming stuff. I know you can do it on StreamYard and various things like that, but I don't know. For me, DLive didn't really seem like an outlet that made a whole lot of sense. So, bummer.
It's kind of a bummer though, because I mean, there being more platforms means that it's safer for content creators, and I guess that could go into, I don't know if that's another story on your deck, but the whole thing with Asmon.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that in just a few minutes for sure. The Asmongold man. All right, well, let's go and move on from that. Rest in peace there, DLive. Just a little quick hit. Anthony came into the 10, says everyone hates the rich, but I'm brave enough to hate the poor's. PC Master Race all day. Anthony with $10 for the PC Master Race right there. Anthony, thank you for your bravery. Appreciate that. For your wealthiness. All right, real quick, Leaf, do you want to talk about the post I had about PAX, or do you want to move on to another story?
Which one? Sorry.
I had that post about PAX that I sent you on Discord that you were all about. We kind of talked about that briefly before the show because it spurred conversation. So,
I'm drawing a blank.
Let me show you.
I'm a baka. Yeah.
Here we go. So I posted this the other day. We talked about this briefly about how I had the industry contact.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
The optics of being associated with us, and it really stemmed around this segment here where that's right, where you were crowned the most racist white VTuber despite not being white, which was just spectacular. By the way, a resounding landslide victory for you. I hope this is why we introduce you as award winning here on the show.
Yeah. That is the number. I don't want people to take it away from me. I earned that one.
Now, you were saying that you've actually seen some blowback from this as well?
Yeah, actually. So what happened was they had to increase security at my meet and greet at SakuraCon. Like people were very, very mad. And apparently the reason why was because they were saying that I was like really racist and stuff. And like it was bad that I was being associated with. And then the funny thing is they were like really digging because they were trying to get anything that they could on me. And they were saying like, oh, like her announcement thing is AI. It's very anti-artist, our announcement picture. And they're like, oh, but like our partner is her partner who hires artists is using this art, which is like AI, and it's terrible. It wasn't AI.
Oh, wow.
They like took the picture and like blew it up and they were like, look at this. This is proof that it's AI and stuff like that. It was the one time it wasn't AI because we purposely didn't make that AI for that reason. And it was hilarious.
That's awesome. So
they were shitting on an artist for no reason.
Hold on. Can we just back up really quick? So you had a meet and greet at a convention?
Yeah, at SakuraCon Ikimasu, Girugamesh.
Garugamesh. Okay. When you have a meet and greet, what does that mean?
It's like it's kind of like a one-on-one conversation where I can see you, and it's like just like this. It's like like this, like how we're talking right now.
Okay. So
Yeah, but at
this-
a convention.
right. But you are kind of wheeled in on a TV, I guess. Is that?
There's like usually there's a static screen, and then
Okay.
like I'm there, and then you can like have a one-on-one talk, just like we are right now. But then there's like, imagine like the background is like a convention, like there's people walking back and forth and stuff.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
So for you, you don't actually go anywhere. You just your
No, of course
appearances.
not.
Okay.
I don't leave my house. I like my house in the woods.
All right. So just to be clear, you had to have more security at your meet and greet. because of
Yeah.
this?
Apparently, just like they wouldn't like sabotage stuff, like people wouldn't come and like make a mess, like try
I mean,
to,
like unplug the monitor, like
or like
what
throw
is that?
something at it, right?
Okay, but what does that say? That doesn't say a whole lot about your audience. It says something about the detractors. That
Oh yeah, they're crazy.
wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And the funny thing is like they come after me for all the typical reasons, like, oh, like she's so racist, she's so like homophobic, transphobic. I'm actually not that. Like, I'm not even any of those things, and I'm actually probably more lax on like trans stuff than most people. So it's like,
I will
them
remind
coming
you,
after
you
me is
are
hilarious.
award-winning. What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean that's what they use. That's the funny thing is like they use that. Oh, like she won this award and she's proud of it. And it's
No,
like,
here's the deal. Everyone knows this. The least racist people on earth are the ones that are constantly called racist. Like that's just facts.
yeah. I mean, I just embrace that at this point. You know what I mean? Like when people are like, "Oh, like you're such a hater." Like, yeah, I know, right? Like,
Well, it's funny. I had talking about the social job, right? I had somebody reach out and they said like, hey, I don't necessarily think like you. I said, I don't care. Are you the best person for the job? Like that really comes down to it's meritocracy for me. That's what I really, it doesn't matter to me. Are you the best person for the job? If you're the best person for the job, awesome. If you're not, you're not. It is what it is, So as long as you're aligned with the brand, so
that's the difference, right? Like we don't really care, but then the super woke people, they care a lot. And then they make us think
they
about
do.
it, and then we counter care about it, right? We're like, okay, well, if that's how you're gonna play, then you know what? Actually, we don't like you guys either. And then they cry that, oh, you're not liking our stuff. Like, yeah, well, you started it.
well, you started it.
Yeah, basically.
Well, when you do a meet and greet like that, like how many people usually show up for that?
It depends on the con, really, and it's. I mean, we have like a constant flow. I think there was like one period where there wasn't people at the very very end, but
Mhm.
it's usually pretty packed. I mean, a lot of people there too. Sometimes like VTubers will come up too, and like they don't even know me, and they'll just ask for advice. It's like
You mean
pretty fun.
people who? What do you mean they come up to you? I don't know. What is that?
Like a VTuber, like they're a VTuber, but like they're there in person,
Oh, okay.
and they'll ask me for advice about VTubing and stuff like that.
Okay. I was like,
I usually tell them to email me, and then I'll just like help them out and stuff.
it's like VTubers walking around at a convention. What is this? This
Yeah,
is-
they're like secret identities,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
All
it's
right.
always like, by the way, I'm a VTuber.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, okay, that's awesome.
It's great.
Mm.
All right, let's do a couple quick of this phenomenal support here as Zorak came in with $100 worth of Bitcoin via Rumble Wallet. Let's go. It says PC supremacy. $100 for PC right there.
Thank
Guy in
you.
Hemlock came in with $50. Says Leaflit is awesome. Indeed.
She is.
Indeed. Right there. We also have from the direct donation size, Denarian for 10 says, to answer Phoenix, this is just PC versus Game Boy. Nothing bigger since PC didn't advance through the brackets. I'm tempted to apply for the job since I can work very fast and efficiently, but I might clash with my actual job, which can be very time consuming. Well, the social media job is not about time put in, it's about output, right? If you can create ridiculous output, and you can do your job in 90 minutes, then do your job in 90 minutes, right? That efficiency. That's what we care about. So, all right, Phoenix, let's get a quick update.
What was that one where he mentioned all that? Was there a dollar amount for a particular?
$10.
It was 10 for
To answer Phoenix, yes, that was $10. Oh, you know what? I really
didn't say
don't know what
anything.
it was for. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. But real quick, let's get Piston Honda came in. Let's go, Piston Honda. Says, vote for Game Boy. Game Boy helped create a roadmap to tech we use today. This is a vote for Game Boy versus Steam, not PC. In 2004, 5% of game sales were PC. Today, it's 23%. PC, Steam is PC gaming. Steam saved PC. Game Boy stands on its own. Thank you, Piston Honda. I like your avatar, by the way. Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
John Wolf says, have to go with PC. Played War in Middle Earth on a Tandy 1000. The game introduced me to Tolkien and future hobbies of books and computer building. Thank you very much, John. Appreciate your support. $20 goes to from Gorb Glarathia. Says, the 90s dial up. I can remember some things I don't mind never seeing again. But some things have been given way more efficient gaming platforms. Game Boy was a caveman. This PC is Space Force. Take that as you will. That's $20 for the Game Boy. Just kidding, for the PC right there. Zeldgear for 20 says, may my Oshi decide where this goes.
PC.
Okay, wow, just like that. Been chosen. Dan says, for the longest time, I will always vote consoles. I like them, but right now I have a gaming PC. So go PC. All right. It's the only time you'll hear us talk about going PC. Canada Dave came in with $20. Says, I still have my Game Boy and Game Boy Color, but PC still has Heroes of Might and Magic 3 and Command & Conquer Red Alert 2. Rest in peace, Udar Kier. Is that the guy who did Double Dragon? I think it is. But thank you, Canada Dave. We'll go with that PC right there. All right, Phoenix, let's get an update, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure. Here we go. It is $639.49 for the original Nintendo Game Boy and Game Boy Color versus the PC at $924.04.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I was wrong, Phoenix. I was wrong. Looks like I was very wrong. Oh, no. All right. We will continue to keep track of that. Game Boy fans, let's see what you got today. This could turn into a blowout really quick. All right, I wanted to talk about this really fast. I recently celebrated my 20th year online, February 15th, 2006.
Congratulations.
It's cool. We didn't really do anything on the show. I realized that we didn't really do a whole lot. We did have our Side Scrollers Plus podcast too, where we kind of talked about it a little bit. But for the most part, it was just kind of like a day. Just always looking forward instead of back. But it is nice to see when friends get celebrated. And I saw James Rolfe, angry video game nerd, celebrate his 20th anniversary of his James Nintendo Nerd YouTube channel. He said it created on April 6th, began posting on April 8th. Definitely makes you feel old, but I'm glad to be one of the originators. Stay tuned for a little something special. First, I want to kind of talk about this because I know, most people who watch this show, they probably have no idea, actually, that James and I worked very close together for a long time, very long time, probably 7 or 8 years at the start of his career. Screw Attack was kind of the folks that kind of convinced him. I'd say the folks. I was kind of the folks that convinced him to kind of keep going with his videos because I found his videos on YouTube. I remember searching video games funny. That's what I searched on YouTube and scrolled down a little bit, found his videos. And at the time, I believe one of them had like 6,000 views, maybe 4 or something like that. It was very small, less than 10,000 views. The other one had less than that. And I remember watching his videos and thinking he was fucking hilarious, much like the rest of the internet has found out over time. And I showed it to a buddy who I was working with at the time, just loosely. And I remember asking him, what do you think of this guy? And he goes, I don't know. This guy's like super crude. I just don't find it very funny. And I was like, I don't know. He's pretty fucking funny, man. So I shot an email to James and saying, hey, man, I got this website, this screwattack.com. I was curious if you want to make videos for it and we'll post it and get it out there. Because YouTube was not a place where you found that stuff at the time, And James was like literally one of the first emails I sent to creators and the rest is kind of history there. Do you guys have any memories when it comes to James Rolfe and specifically the angry video game nerd?
I have a ton. Like I've always had deep respect for him, enormous respect for him, especially coming from my arena. So like this was, I could tell immediately this was clearly a guy who was in film school or aspired to be a filmmaker and was using this as a creative outlet while he was pursuing it maybe professionally or something. Again, I assumed all these things. I think that's why he's been so successful, because he is an artist, he is a filmmaker, he is someone who understands storytelling, and he merged that with another hobby. And then just to go off on a slight tangent, I just also want to applaud this guy for being like, what an incredible entertainment icon, in that he has stayed out of the political arena. He's stayed out of all those things. He wants to deliver you entertainment to his audience. That's his lane. That's the lane he sticks in. I think that choice has been wonderful because so much of the gaming space obviously has been occupied by outside forces. And this is a guy that has maintained whatever his political beliefs are, and Godspeed, whatever they are. He's managed to go, you know what? I'm going to keep giving you the love of gaming, stay in this lane. And that's what I'm delivering. So I applaud this man from like every aspect of it. And he was definitely someone that inspired me to go, oh, I can do this too. Like I can bring some storytelling to gaming and stuff like that as well. So he's been such a creative force, such an icon. I don't think you're going to get better than him. And I think anyone else after him is almost like a copy. He was the originator and he still does it great. I mean, major props to him. Congratulations as well to him.
Leaf, well, let me before I go to Leaf, there were a lot of imitators, a lot of AVGN clones that popped up just as James was getting incredibly popular. Yeah. There was the happy versions of it. There was the angry versions, the angry knockoffs, but none of them had the talent that James had. And I said this yesterday, James is the GOAT, right? Known him for 20 years. But when you talk about creatives who are like, I just want to make videos. That is exactly, he's like the essence of, I just want to make videos. I don't care about any of the business stuff. I'm just going to make my stuff. And it said like, this is actually kind of interesting. The Angry Video Game Nerd logo that everybody sees was actually created by Screw Attack for James back then, because he didn't have a logo. So we made him a logo and we actually presented him at the time. He was the Angry Nintendo Nerd, since the James Nintendo Nerd channel. And I have the logo around somewhere, the James Nintendo Nerd logo. I'll need to see if I can find it. But I remember talking to James specifically about his name, the Angry Nintendo Nerd, and was like, you should probably be the Angry Video Game Nerd, because number one, Nintendo, you have Nintendo in your name, and number two, it allows you to do so much more than just Nintendo. And having that conversation with him, and I remember being on the phone and talking about that, and it's cool to kind of look back and see how that conversation has kind of shifted things, as far as his brand and him blowing up, and AVGN, because he was originally the ANN, the just Angry Nintendo Nerd. And I remember posting things on Screw Attack, just the ANN, the Angry Nintendo Nerd, before he made that jump. But Leaflit, do you have any fun memories of the Angry Video Game Nerd and James Rolfe in particular?
Oh yeah, I mean, I didn't know him at all, personally, but I do have a lot of fond memories of watching all of his content. It was one of the best shows, especially one that was really really funny like that. And I was thinking about this the other day, that a lot of the people who made stuff back then, right, whether it's him, whether it's Screw Attack, or Pure Ownage, or all of these shows, right?
Right.
This is at a different time when it wasn't really that easy to get monetized. So a lot of people were doing things for the love of the game, and that's what YouTube used to be. Nowadays, you have a lot of people okay, I want to be a YouTuber. All right, how do I optimize? How do I SEO? How do I make the thumbnail? How do I clickbait it? How do I make the content micro optimized to okay, the first this seconds have to have this, needs to have this contrast. And it's all of this stuff that's kind of trying to optimize how much money that was made. back in the day, it was a completely different landscape. And this is like back when YouTube was like that white screen and like all the videos were on the left side, and it was like it was so scuffed, right? But it's just a completely different culture, and it's gone now. That's it, you know.
That's actually something I take a lot of pride in. So the first year of Screw Attack was just like emails. It was cold emails. Hey, this is what we do. And I knew very early on that we were not going to be able to make a living with our website. Like it just cost too much at the time, server cost, and we didn't generate any money from our website at all. So the only way we were going to be able to make any money was by having other people pay us for our money. And I kind of thought of us like a little production company just when it came to websites. So our first deal, actually, the first Screw Attack deal we signed was actually not with Game Trailers. That's how a lot of people know us. But the first deal we signed was with GameVideos.com. We did a couple small deals with them. Do you guys want to hear the story or no?
Sure.
Okay, so I sent months and months and months just cold emails. Hey, this is who we are. This is what we do. And I got passed by everybody, or like no responses at all, right? This is 2006, I think it was 2006 when I'm sending these emails, right? And saying, we make videos on the internet, right? And we'll do them for you type of thing. And I remember getting rejected by Game Trailers. And then I got an email from a guy named Mark McDonald. And Mark McDonald was the guy who like literally launched the monetization of Screw Attack in our career. He worked for IGN, which was owned by Ziff Davis at the time. I'm sorry. He worked for oneup.com, which was owned by Ziff Davis, which owned a site called GameVideos.com. So we contracted a couple top 10s there, and they went crazy viral. Like nobody was making top 10 videos at the time, or at least like us. And I remember having that conversation about, hey, we have interest from these. I was talking to, once again, that buddy that I was talking about with James, and then Tom, who was my business partner at the time. We're talking about what type of content we should make and what type of content we should pitch to them. And I remember saying, well, I think we should do top 10s. Everybody loves list. And their response was like, top 10s, everybody does them. But I was like, yeah, but not how Screw Attack is going to do them, right? And that led to, top 10 pussies in video games, top 10, whatever, right? We'd always take these topics. So anyways, we do these top 10s. They pop off. They go super viral. And guess what? Game Trailers goes, hey, so we saw these videos, and remember you emailed us, and they kind of came back. And anyways, so I negotiated a deal with Game Trailers, and that first deal included our video game vault little segments, our top 10s, and the Angry Video Game Nerd. So that was the first time that any of us had been paid for doing any videos. And that first deal was actually what allowed us to make some money online for the first time. So that first deal is what allowed James to start his career and Screw Attack to start our career. Otherwise, we would have just been, you said it was very much for the love of the game. There was no book on how to make content at all or make a living online. Which
it was scary too, because like you didn't really know what you were doing, and there was you probably know what I'm talking about. Like back then, it was really hard for you to get any sort of monetization, and there were these companies that were trying to, like agencies that were like trying to scoop people up, like, oh, like join our thing, and then like we'll give you a cut of it, right? And it was like the only way to like get any sort of monetization. I remember because like I had a video that went like 2 million back in the day, which is like a big deal, like in
still is.
What was that? 20? It's like 20 early 2010s basically. But it was really, really hard to like actually make any money off of it if you weren't in the network.
Yep. Yeah, you had to sign with a multi-channel network like an MCN, like Machinima.
Curse.
Machinima was the big one, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But back to James. Yesterday, they actually released a 2006 episode that was never actually seen. Did you see this, Phoenix?
I didn't. I think it was about the Miracle Piano, right? I didn't watch it. I didn't know if he released it yet.
Dude, he looks so young.
Yes. So I actually was texting James last night, and I asked him about this. I was like, man, like, I saw it. Like, what was the deal with this? Like, it was because he never mentioned this to me, like, ever. And what he said was it was 2006 footage, but it was never edited until now. So he says, so I guess you could say it was an episode that took 20 years to make. So that's kind of the fun of it. Now, there are little video, little clips coming out of it already. I don't know. I don't know if you've seen this.
Dude.
I know. It's very different than it's like 3.5 minutes long. It's great. It's so 2006, 2007 internet. It's great.
Yeah, that era.
I don't really know if I can give a bad review about this because I'm just kind of confused about it.
So, but you know, he's got his buddy holding his camcorder here, and it's very much like that. Nothing's on a tripod. Of the 3 like OG reviews, like there's the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and I think Castlevania 2. And I mean, this is definitely the worst of the 3, but it is very, very cool to see.
I feel like hits you in the feels, man. Like, it's like, dang, you know, like I remember, you know.
Of course. But not everybody's happy about this.
Oh, what? Oh no.
Let's turn to our friend Uwe Boll, who said,
well, they have to ruin everything.
If you like Angry Video Game Nerd, you are part of the problem.
I don't get it. Also, Uwe Boll sends emails in his subject line.
He does, yes.
Like,
Uwe
he'll
Boll,
just send me a whole essay in his subject line. I'm like, you know, you have the rest of the email to send.
Uwe Boll, who we've had on the show before. Somebody asked him about it down here. Where was it? They said, you're mad because he squeezed more entertainment yelling at bad video games for 15 minutes than you have in 2 hours of film that tried to coast in the same video game nostalgia. Sit the fuck down. And he says, and why are you mad what someone else thinks? Seek a therapist. Why don't you like him, Uwe? He clearly has a love for film, and he's one of the few people online that knows what they're talking about. He dick rides video game nostalgia with the same act over and over again. But you fell for it.
But that's what. Hold on. Can we like actually talk about that? Like,
yeah.
But that's the whole point. Like, that's what he does. Like, that's what people come to watch him for. So why would you be like, you know what? I know everyone really likes my nostalgia video game content. You know what? Why don't I just not do that and like do something my audience doesn't expect? It's like, that's what people want. They want the consistent. That's what they enjoy, the consistency of that. Well, then why would you change it?
Look, you go with what brought you to the big leagues, right? And then
if you want. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I mean, there's truth in that, right? His stuff is nostalgia driven, 100%. But it's funny. But he's also done other things, right? He's got his Monster Madness. He does every October. He's done other things. He's made a movie, right? Which some would argue was better production than Uwe Boll's films. Phoenix, you look like you have something to say.
Well, it's also just ridiculous because, you know, yes, one aspect of him is these angry rants and stuff like that. But I would argue that many of his videos are usually very creative in how he lays out the information, the plot and stuff like that. So if it was just a rant, he could have just put a camera on him and then ranted for 20 minutes. But he doesn't. He tries to make these really creative, unique videos and storylines and plot lines that weave in and out of other characters from before and after, all this other stuff, getting guest stars sometimes. You know, I think he had Macaulay Culkin to review like Home Alone games, something like that. So he's always trying to find a unique angle. And I think, to me, I guarantee, I don't know the guy, but I bet you the rant is the least favorite part of his when he's making a video. And it shows to me that it's the story, it's the camera angles, it's the set, it's the mood, it's the pacing, all that other stuff that he's really fascinated with. So I think that's just a ridiculous statement. Look, Boll here wants attention. That's all he wants.
Right.
This is a bad guy to be picking a fight with.
Right.
That's a good analysis of it.
I'll say this. James, having been to dinner with them, spent time at his house, and vice versa, right? Like, he is legitimately one of the nicest guys I know. And I honestly want nothing but good things for James. And people will say bad things about me, and I don't care. they'll try to distance me from him. And it's like, listen, I know our history, and I think that he is obviously on the Mount Rushmore when it comes to content creators online. And look, will Screw Attack ever get that shine? No. And you know what? That's okay. I know what we did. We're doing things with side scrollers now, similar, where we're providing a platform for people just like we did back then. And that's quite all right. I'm comfortable with all this stuff. And James is truly one of the most talented people I've ever met, and also being one of the most nice guys ever, while being a family man as well, which I think is something that is incredibly valuable. So many people put their careers in front of their family. James is not one of those guys, and I love that about him. So, all right, you want to move on, or should you guys got anything to close on when it comes to James?
Nope. I think I said everything about him. Love the guy. Congratulations on, what is it, 25 years or 20 years? 20 years. Yeah. Incredible. Amazing. The guy is still as good as he was back then. Amazing. So major congrats.
That feels bad, man. 20 years.
20 years, man.
Man. I do like the nostalgia content. Dude, it's great. I'm glad I'm on this episode.
I'll say this. I talked about reacquiring Screw Attack, and that ship has long sailed, right? But that doesn't mean I'm not going to react to some things. And I've had videos go up over the last couple weekends reacting to some classic Screw Attack stuff. I have a short one going up this weekend, which if you're a fan of the Angry Video Game Nerd, you will want to watch. And it just so happens it tied out with the schedule. There was an event, the very first, speaking of meetups, Leaf, the very first meetup we ever did was after we signed the deal with Game Trailers. And this is not a time where social media is a thing where you post something over on X and it goes out to 50,000 people, right? We did an impromptu meetup at a bowling alley, and we posted an update on the front page of screwattack.com saying we're going to be at this bowling alley at whatever day it was. And people talk about like the good old days. Whenever I talk to James, he always brings this meetup up as like the first time that he got recognized. Anyways, I have footage of that, which hasn't been seen in probably 20 years, which I react to this weekend. So
that's awesome.
That'll be going up on Sunday. So it'll be fun for those who are super hardcore. They'll really enjoy that. So
this is my jam. I love thinking about like how different things were back then. People don't understand, like
they do not. They do not. They do not. Boss Snake Master says, James, if I ever see you, I owe you a legendary fist bump for all the hours of entertainment. Hell yes. And Torger came in at $25. Says, while this competition seems silly, as I wouldn't really call handhelds or PCs a console, I'll give money to PC. Nothing quite like opening a Sky Ranger on classic XCOM and getting reaction fire with a stun or blaster bomb. Hope Leaf got enough sleep for her debate.
Good times.
$25 for PC right there from Torger. Right there. All right, let's get an update, Phoenix, if you wouldn't mind. And I'm going to put a bunch of this on the wall. I got a full stack of them to put on the wall.
Wow,
Phoenix,
all right.
by all means.
Here we go. We've got $669.49 for the original Nintendo Game Boy and Game Boy Color versus the PC at $983.03. Still fairly close, ladies and gentlemen. Still fairly close.
It's not impossible. Not impossible by any means. All right. Well, thank you, Phoenix. I'm going to put some things on the wall. I have a prompt for you while I put these things on the wall. What is your favorite Game Boy game?
I'm going to say, for me, it's a very boring pick, but I actually really like Super Mario Land. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people say it was way too different. But I actually think that I've got nothing but great memories of it. I actually recently played it. I think it still holds up. It had a lot of unique ideas for a Mario game that what we were used to having played. This was the most unique Mario there was. So I think it did a really good job of inspiring some new mechanics that eventually they would kind of move with. So for me, it's Mario Land. I don't think anyone here has really played the Game Boy much, right? It's just
I
me.
have.
I
you
have
have?
a
Oh,
really
what-
cool
what-
calculator that I used in high school. So
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
Did you play any games on it?
no, but it was so different from everybody else's because everyone else used the school calculators that they gave them, but my mom had actually bought me my own, and it was so badass. But nobody understood how to use it, and so my
You're like a
I remember my
graphing calculator?
What?
Was it like a graphing
Yeah,
calculator?
it was
There
so
you go.
cool. I
Yeah.
still have it. So badass.
Yeah, you could program it.
I remember my freshman year math teacher. He was all like, "This is a ghetto later," because it was so he didn't wrap his head around it. I'm like, "Nah, it's ghetto later." I'm like, "Nah, you just don't know, man. It's so cool." So that's it. That's my calculator story.
I think for me, it's either it's really close between two. It's Pokemon Blue and Mario Tennis, the RPG. The Camelot one. Dude, that one was so good. It's my favorite sports game.
Mario Tennis RPG.
Yeah, so the
I think
original
you talked
Mario
about this
Tennis
previously, yeah.
on Game Boy was an RPG. Like you
Uh-huh.
actually had you made a character, you could pick like either male or female, and then you had your own character, and then you would play tennis matches in like Mario's Tennis Club, and you got EXP whenever at the end of a match, and you could put it into like, power, like technique, and it was just very fun. And then you could import your character into the N64 Mario using the connector that was used for Pokemon Stadium. You could use that same one to import your character into Mario Tennis, and those characters were ridiculously overpowered when you leveled them up all the way. So it was just unfair to use them.
All right. My personal favorites. I love the game that got me into the Game Boy was Super Mario Land, obviously, although it is kind of a dog shit game, if I'm being very honest.
Whoa.
But let's
I
be
mentioned
real.
the same thing, but mentioned it was actually a really good game.
I think Mario Land was great for what it was, the idea of a little Mario game, right? But, kind of in retrospect, like 6 golden coins, Mario Land 2 was way better. And we know that, right? So there we go.
We don't know that.
He's just shaking his head.
Hey, look, we have some breaking news. That get awkward real quick, Phoenix?
I just said, well, there goes the ears.
Yeah, sorry. I should always say cover your ears. All right, here we are. We have Sony Pictures Entertainment to lay off hundreds and reorganization across TV, film, and corporate right here. Okay, I guess there we go.
So what they're saying is like there's like potentially 12,000 employees, but like they're saying hundreds of eliminations out of 12,000 employees. So like how many is that? 500, 600,
Okay.
That's a lot. That's it.
Okay. A lot of people fired today.
The end.
Yeah.
Fired on a Tuesday.
But
Damn.
for me, it was a Tuesday.
Yeah, no joke. That sucks. You think they'd wait till Friday of all things, but no. I guess there we are. All right, let's go to some other news here. Thank you, Blabs.
Well, it is pretty big. They're just laying off everybody. That's a lot.
Sure. No, that's big.
But what do you say to that? Like I always, that sucks.
Get fucked. I don't know.
Get fucked, idiots. All right, let's go to this.
It's rough, yeah.
It finally happened. He has been banned from Twitch. Asmongold got the ban right here. Look at how sad he looks. Oh my gosh, the sadness in that thumbnail. We'll probably use it on our thumbnail for this video. But yeah, right here. He said, banned for an entire week because I said I don't give a fuck about the opinions of illiterate third worlders. Would someone be banned for saying they don't care about what an American's opinion is on the Middle East? Of course not. Blatant double standard. I didn't break TOS over here. Look, we've seen this many, many times. The idea of the double standard on Twitch, we all know it. We've all experienced it. And honestly, the idea that he's being banned for 7 days for a statement like that, while other streamers, which we'll get to shortly, have not, is insane. I think we all understand that. Leaflit, what do you have to say about this?
I mean, this is why I was so sad earlier about that other platform closing down, right? It's like every platform that exists is it's less stranglehold that a single platform has on everybody else. So that's why I was like, I thought it was such a loss. But luckily we have some other platforms that we can go to. But it's very obvious, like you said, that there's a double standard. I've been saying it forever.
Right.
Oh, there's my post.
Yeah. If you're anywhere right of Newsom, you need to expand your platforms. Yeah. It's true. These companies do not care about you. They do not. So obviously, the biggest winner out of all this, probably Rumble, as their CEO. It's a good thing he streams on Rumble. We welcome his entire community. I sure won't disrespect his creative work like Twitch has. Twitch doesn't deserve his audience over here.
I gotta get on Rumble.
Certainly a great ad for it. I'm happy they took the opportunity to do that. Like, it's a great ad for it.
Oh, he's definitely the biggest winner of them all, for sure.
Yeah.
And he does stream on right now. Has about 20,000 followers over on Rumble, which I think that number will definitely go up here in the next day or so. Definitely next 7 days. Good for him. Good for him. I think he's going to be just fine, if I'm being totally honest with you. Nux came in and says, "Dear Mr. Elon Musk, sir," and obviously the comparison goes back to Hassan immediately, and kind of talks about the things that Hassan Piker's. See, here's the thing: I don't even know if I can say these things on a platform, which is why I'm going to have Blabs.
We
say
are
them.
on Twitch.
Yeah, go ahead, Blabs.
So Ellen Page is a woman.
Oh, thank you, Blabs. Appreciate that. It's well established. And
I don't know. We're on Twitch. I thought we were going to nuke it.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
You want me to say all these things?
Yeah, give us the rundown here.
All right, Hassan Parker's call for the death of Senator Tom Cotton. I'm going to say these in sentences, so maybe we don't get hit. Hassan Parker called for the death of Senator Rick Scott and landlords and fascists and said someone's got to do it regarding Trump. Supports Luigi Mangione. Refuses to condemn the murder of 2 Israeli staffers in Washington, D.C. Stealthily justifies the assassination of Charlie Kirk, calling him a fascist radical. He also plays terrorist propaganda videos and stated open support for the terrorist groups following Hamas, Hezbollah, whatever the fuck the retards are called. Yeah, I don't care, they're retards. Who this? I'm just gonna say you this. No, they're called who this. I'm not gonna fuck them. They don't get my respect.
Who this?
Yeah, that's their new names. I don't care about them. He would support an IRA-style terrorist organization in the U.S. to fatigue the population regarding support for Israel. He's clearly protected due to his constant violation of terms of service without punishment, including threatening a viewer's lives with what appeared to be a gun, doxed private info of his critics multiple times, uncritically reads terrorist manifestos, tells his audience to threaten ICE agents, participated in riots. Oh my God, this guy does a whole bunch of stuff. Do we have to keep going? Like, look how much there is to scroll.
Keep going. Keep going.
God. Participate in violent riots in LA, blocking highways while live on stream, stating America deserved 9/11, communist propaganda and false reporting, slanders other content creators, including myself, Tectone, Ethan Klein, Asmongold, you, and more, calling us pedophiles, rapists, terrorists, Yahtzees, and mother killers.
True.
The list goes on and on. He has evidence for each point. If you'd like to see more, maybe you can do something because no one else will. God bless.
Yes.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Yep.
Yes. Jesus is right. Holy shit. Look, Rumble's going to win this, right? Out of all this. And I saw some people saying, like, why does Asmongold stream on Twitch in the first place? And I guess the general thought on Asmongold is that he streams there to actually cost them money. He's which is kind of funny. He said,
I don't think he does that anymore. I think, are you talking about when he wouldn't be a partner? I believe he actually partnered up with them.
Did he partner up?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Well,
this was before though.
I just go back to this idea that you can't say he does, saying I don't give a fuck about a group opinion, like whoever it is, right? If you don't care about insert people here, whatever, demographic group, country, whatever here, that is bannable for 7 days.
Is it because he
7
said
days.
the illiterate part? Is that why?
I guess. But you're telling me there's not illiterate people who live in the third world that he doesn't care about?
It's
People who
more
can't
likely
read?
that there are people there that are they're more likely to be illiterate.
At a certain point, like everybody sees this over and over and over again. And we know the answer is that nothing will be done here. But what could be done to apply pressure on Twitch to change those double standards, or at least apply things evenly? Is there anything that can be done? Period.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a viewer, and if you're a viewer and you're a streamer that you like to watch, streams on multiple platforms, and just choose a different one. You gotta like actually do the thing. It's the only way.
Yes, you got to actually do the thing. True. You got to be able to move away. And I know a lot of people have a lot of things tied up into Twitch. It was the first, right? And that's the thing that Twitch has going for it. Like the idea that they're still offering a 50-50 rev split on subs is like insane. And where you have Rumble offering 100% to the creators, like just from a creator perspective. I don't know. It's just insane. You'd be much better to build over on Kick or Rumble or, well, not DLive, but really anywhere else. You know, there are plenty of other outlets now, which for the first time, it's viable to cast that net as wide as you possibly can. Shout out Kick. Let's go.
One thing that, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say at this point, like I feel like if you're still on Twitch, you just like staying with someone abusive, like an abusive significant other. Right.
This is what I wanted to talk about, actually. So I knew that this would be like a thing that would come up. Well, why do content creators stream on Twitch? Well, if you don't, you're kind of giving away all of that ground you're giving all of that ground away for free, basically, if you do that. And also, you're kind of a thorn in their side if you stay on Twitch, on the platform. So that's kind of how I think about it.
Well, until they drop you like a bad habit for something silly.
Yeah.
Right?
And then they had to do that, which then gives everybody the visibility of like, look what happens. Look at the double standard. Like we wouldn't even be talking about this right now if Asmon didn't stream on Twitch, right? The awareness wouldn't be there.
Well,
how much does the other side care about being on Rumble or Truth or anything like that?
Yeah.
What's the answer to that question? So when you keep staying on a platform that is aiding your enemy, what outcome are you hoping to achieve?
You mean on Twitch, you mean?
Take any platform that you disagree with. Mm-hmm. What is the benefit of you staying there when you are giving money to your enemy? I just showed you that the other side will not go. Look, they could gain ground. There's plenty to say if they go on Rumble and Twitch and all this other stuff. That side would gain a lot of ground and momentum by staying there, at least having it as an option. But you'll notice they never do that.
Well, I mean, it's like you're bringing, like, especially if you're targeting like moderate audiences, there's going to be people on Twitch regardless of. There's going to be people on Twitch that are more moderate, and like by you being on there, you can kind of sway them more in your direction.
I understand the logic of both. Like Phoenix has the burn the boats, burn the bridges mentality. Totally get that. And Leaflit is, well, maybe we can change them mentality. Right?
Yeah,
not everybody.
It's a Tim Pool. That's one of the things he's always said is that like the reason why he's on platforms that he disagrees with is because that's where the people are, right? So you want to be in the space where the most people are. I strongly disagree with that, but that is something that like a very successful guy like Tim Pool and his operation there, believes in. And you could make the argument that he did find a lot of people, like including myself, because of a YouTube, because he was on there. Would I have found him if I was on platform X that, not literally X platform Y, that I'd never heard of, for instance. So there's something to be said there.
Yeah, that's basically my point. Is like we're surrendering all of that like ground, that territory by all of us leaving, right?
Well, we know that Asmongold will not be available for 7 days. We know that on Twitch for sure, and whether he wants to go back or not.
So this is what I would do. Like, if I was a really, really big streamer and I could do whatever the hell I want and I would be constantly getting in trouble on Twitch, then honestly, I would obviously stream on like Rumble or Kick, places that they don't censor you, and stream long enough that you have a good audience on another platform, and then just say, bye, Twitch. I would just leave as soon as or like even if that doesn't work, just swap over right away because it's just not worth it. That's what I would do. He's got tons of money. He can start over.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, he's obviously exponentially larger than most streamers, us, you know, and all that. But like, being able to transfer your audience to a new platform is actually extremely hard.
Yeah,
Very,
but if
very
they're
hard.
actually like your fans, they will follow you.
It's
you know?
true. And we see that actually that's Tectone's argument right now. He's streaming on Rumble to an audience that is smaller than what he's used to, but he's like, I've weeded out everybody. You know, I've weeded out, you know, I have the hardcore
Yeah.
watching me now, you know, which is, he's happy about that.
The only thing I would really quickly just say is just like, look at what your enemy is doing. Like, look at the tactics that they're doing. And I would argue they're very successful. And so we keep saying over and over, the other side keeps saying, well, you know, again, you go to that Tim Pool model that if I'm where everyone is, this is going to work out. And I would say, do you feel like you've made any ground in culturally? Do you feel like you are gaining any real ground? And if your answer is yes, then great, keep doing that. If you feel like you haven't, then I would argue that's probably because it doesn't work. You have a group of people that believe in the hive mind mentality, and that they will, if even a little particle of a principle doesn't align with them, they're not going to do it. You're fighting against that. By the way, I'm that guy too. I'm the same mindset, just the other way around. I'm the guy that says, again, I'm not saying right or wrong. My philosophy is, if I don't agree with this platform, I don't support it, period. And not only do I not support them, I don't support their children's children either. I'm making sure I watch everything they do, and I will never give them any penny. If you cloned me, how fast do we win this culture war? That's it.
Bam. Phoenix is you know, I'm going to start introducing you as Culture Jesus. Phoenix is Culture Jesus.
You win it in 5 minutes because it's like you don't need to. You're not losing any ground. They just lost 50% of their audience. I mean, like, it's just gone. They're gone now.
See, that's why it's so important to actually build like our own culture, so that we do have that thing, right? And I mean, that's what kind of what you guys are doing here, right? And then like we were talking about with conventions and award shows and all of these things, like these things we need to build these up so that we can like eventually say, you know what, fuck you guys, we're out, right? Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, burn that fucking bridge. All right. Hey, Crumbs came in with $50. Says every video game ever made was made on a computer. Just saying. PC, $50 from Crumbs right there. Thank you very much for that wonderful support.
Thank you.
Also, Meatwad came in with $69.99 Canadian money. He says, here's 70 Canadian pesos for the PC Master Race. Of course, thank you, Meatwad. Appreciate that wonderful support.
Meatwad.
Blabs, while I put Meatwad and Crumbs on the wall, please let's go to get some of this other wonderful support. Then we'll get a tally and we'll move on to our next story.
Okay, just inserting some right now. Okie dokies. Gorb for 20 says PC
Gorb
forever.
Foa?
No, his name's just Gorb. PC forever. Game Boy is in the past. PC all knowing. Praise the eternal motherboard. The PC gods be praised. Give the PC lords all your processors. Thanks. Hang on a second. PC users have gaslighted themselves to think waiting years for games, getting broken ports, having de novo technical problems, and having to spend hundreds on GPU and RAM makes them a master race. Sad, Game Boy.
A problem that the PC gamers brought to this industry, by the way.
Yeah. So, for PC, because it will allow us to never forget that Hassan shocked his dog, set Kaya free. Thanks. Let me get, this one just came in from Itchy for 5, says you can keep streaming on Twitch but have exclusive content on another platform, sitescorersplus.com, to try to pull audience. Also PC can do everything any console can and also has handheld form factor. So that is 5 for the PC. Thank you very much. Nathan says he will rise again in 7 days. His resurrection was foretold. Yeah, I do want to clarify that because we were saying banned, but it's actually suspended. Legally speaking, not banned. Doc for 5 says Twitch is shit. 5 for PC. Bayu Skit for 5 says Leaf, I am begging you, please start streaming to Rumble.
I think this event is gonna make me do that.
Yay!
Yeah, I think you know what? It's time. It's time.
Yay!
You're right.
Let's go.
Let's get ready for the big rumble leaf. Retro Jim for 2 says, in the spirit of Easter, can you bring Phil back? Like DSP Phil? No. Anyway, SPQR 2008 for 5 says, PC deport and denaturalize Hassan, the Armenian genocide denier. Thank you for the 5. All right, and we're caught up for now.
All right. Let's get an update real quick, Phoenix. Then we're going to move on to our next story, which is amazing.
All right.
Very much looking forward to this one.
Here we go. We got $679.49 for the Nintendo Game Boy and Game Boy Color versus the PC at $1,148. And this is the most important part, people. And 2 cents. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you
your
very
update.
much. Yes. Wouldn't it be amazing if like Game Boy won with $1,148.03?
That'd be fan. I would love the riots. That'd be hilarious.
Yes, that would be amazing. Thank you very much, Phoenix. Appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's take a quick step back. You recall back in February where the Overwatch voice actor was really upset about Blizzard not challenging the beauty standards plaguing and ransacking media?
I sure do.
Remember this right here? Well, we have an up. Did you ever see this leaflet?
What happened?
Well, she was really upset at the character. They said that she went on this tirade online about how we need to make her face better, right?
Wait, what do they mean by better?
Well, they need to challenge the beauty standards. That was the big thing.
So what you're saying is I feel really bad about myself, and looking at this character makes me feel terrible. So make her uglier, please. Is that what you mean?
Okay. Kind of, sort of, yes, right?
And real fast too. I'm sorry. I just have to. The only thing I do not understand in any of this is that side. There is nothing they want to better themselves at. Like they don't want to be beautiful. They don't want to be more. They don't want to be stronger, more successful. All these things. Like they just want to keep finding 100 reasons why they shouldn't change at all. But like the whole idea behind humanity is bettering yourself and striving for something greater than yourself every day. It's just weird to me that it's an entire population of people that want to keep being told, you're perfect the way you are, just stay that way forever. And I've never seen evolution ever evolve if it doesn't adapt and get better. The whole thing is counterproductive to living. Like it's crazy.
You know what the big problem with this is? Like they have to force you to have a different perception of them. So it's like, I mean, it's fine if you want to be like, you don't care. And you're like, I'm just gonna be like ugly. I don't give a shit, right? That's a different thing. But to be like, my self-esteem is reliant on other people, like me forcing them to have a perception that makes me within that group of attractiveness. Like that's turbo cringe. Like what the hell is that?
Well, guess what? They listened to her, and they have unveiled the new design for here. They said in season 2. We're introducing an updated look for Anran. She didn't fully land as the fiery and fierce sister of Wu Yang that we hoped she would. With this update, our team focused on strengthening her overall presence. This evolution reflects both our creative intent and the care we've taken into shaping the hero. See her rise from the ashes when season 2 starts.
I hope it's just a big blanket that just covers her whole body. Like that's it. That's the most safe output you could possibly make.
All right.
It should just be a dude.
Yeah.
Phoenix, I'm going to show you. This is what she used to look like.
Okay.
She's very cute.
This
That's
is
the
wrong.
problem.
Right? This is wrong.
Okay. They're very cute. I like it.
This is what she looks like now.
Please have a mustache. Wait, what?
Wait.
We focused on eyes, eyebrows, and mouth. More confident pose. So what she has is just tood. Like, that's literally it.
So,
it's the same fucking thing.
No, I see what they've done very subtly. So they played with the lighting. You look like, what are they, birthmarks underneath her eyes or whatever? They're more prominent. If you look at the eyebrows, they're slightly different.
They're thinner and angrier.
Yeah.
I see. They made her. She's like softer. The other one. The other one. She's more like.
Yeah. They basically gave her like an attitude, playing with the lighting and just subtle differences.
Correct. To answer your question, the answer is like fuck all. They basically did nothing.
I don't really care. This
there's a 1%
difference.
Bad.
I was expecting like literally the worst. So like
this is unnecessary in my opinion. They seem to have adjusted. Maybe it's to do with the lighting or whatnot. It seems to adjust like her stance, like her back straight.
The eyebrows are thinner and angrier, and there's a bigger smirk. You can look at the one on the left. It's kind of an innocent like hi, and the other one is like dude. That's it. It's the lips and the eyes.
The lighting, the mold.
Do you think it was worth 6 weeks of development and time to do this?
Definitely not. The resources could have been used elsewhere.
Of course. So, like, I just don't understand it. It's like this is Spider-Man looking at each other, going, "You're Spider-Man, no, I'm Spider-Man." It's the exact same fucking thing.
Yes.
And I just don't understand it. I truly don't. And naturally, she's taking the victory lap over here. The voice actor.
Grateful for this update.
What update? It's barely noticeable. You literally have to use a microscope lens on it.
And once again, I would like to remind everybody, when you're playing Overwatch, you're looking at them from behind.
No, not even. You're in their head.
It's not even third person. It's a first person mode, right?
Yeah.
So do you think that while you're shooting somebody in Overwatch from 50 yards away or whatever, you're going to be able to see that?
So anyone who mains this character is basically trying to make it easier on the eyes of another player. That's how I read this. This makes no sense.
Which makes sense, though, if you think about it. It's how do you perceive me?
What, beauty is in the eye of the beer holder? Like, what are we doing here?
For them, it's like they want you to perceive them in the way that they want to be perceived. That was like my point at the beginning.
G for Y.
It is. It's very that.
I'm so glad your activism made absolutely no difference.
It looks good. I mean, just being fair here. Like I think it looks good.
It's fine, but let's be real. If you're looking at this from afar, can you really tell the difference?
And also, are you going to stop what you're doing in Overwatch and just stare at somebody else's character? Most likely no, because you're supposed to be shooting the other character, are you not? It's Overwatch. I'm very confused. Like, who's actually just going to stop and stare at another player unless you're in that squad, right? And it's your teammate.
Blobs, I hate to break it to you, but like it's pretty. I've played a lot of these games, and it's pretty common to walk up to a person's character and spam crouch.
What? Since when? I've never.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. See? Craig knows what I'm talking about.
All I can tell you is that if I went in Photoshop right now and I just pushed down on the eyebrow a little and then pulled the smirk a little, it's the same image. They would look identical.
Yes. Yeah,
that's it.
I just don't
eyebrow down. It's just you push it down a little and smirk a little out. Done.
You know what I love about this? Truly, is that I could actually go into like AI instead of spending 6 weeks to do this. I could have done this in roughly like 15 seconds. Like make her look more fierce, make her look more fierce, make her look sad, But it's amazing stuff. I love it, and I don't know. I don't see it. At least I don't see. I guess I see it. I just don't see enough to warrant stopping down and making a big brouhaha about it.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
agreed.
Fair
Yeah.
assessment. They could just be another character that had like that same feeling, I guess. But I don't know.
I'm certainly not seeing the victory lap they're taking for this. I don't know what this voice actress is seeing here as far as it's suddenly becoming stronger. Stronger, it does not mean angrier. That if that's what you imply, that's a very idiotic take. That strength means anger.
Her up a bit, like the little fat on her cheeks is like gone,
Well, but that's fat shaming, right?
It is.
Yeah, they basically changed her jaw. Even chat was noticing it. They made her jaw a little bit longer. Yeah. So you guys really just go walk up to somebody and just teabag them?
Yeah, especially if it's like a hot girl
I do that
character.
after I kill them. I don't stop and just stare at them. I destroy first, then I teabag.
You do both. Like if you're in the lobby with like your friends, like before the match starts, there's it counts down, right?
Okay, that's fine. That's another thing. No.
Well, guess what? I gave myself the idea to go in and actually give her a little more personality. And I said, I went into Grok and I just said, hey, can you make some adjustments here? And I did. So I asked Grok
Let me guess,
to
you gave her bigger boobs.
make her look more sad, which I did. Now
She's crying.
She's sad right there. And I asked her to make her look more fierce. Look at how angry. Arr, she's so fierce, strong woman, right?
No.
Right? Yeah. Then I asked her to make it look super happy right there. So there we go, right? You know, I'm just saying, like, this is, yeah, it was easy breezy over here. Easy breezy. It didn't take me 6 weeks to do it. It took me about 6 seconds. Now here comes the best one. Now give her giant boobs. Let's find out. Let's see what, this is what everybody truly cares about here. Listen, I'm a man who knows his audience, and I will absolutely deliver.
Wow.
Very impressive here. Congratulations, Grok.
She must have some serious back pain.
Look at how happy she is, though.
She's crying on the inside, smiling on the outside.
Make her look sad with.
And I hope
boobs.
her character can only run like 1 mile every hour. It's just
She
weighted
actually
down.
has black eyes because her boobs hit her in the eye when she runs.
Make her look sad with big boobs because her boobs are too heavy.
I really want to see your Grok history.
No, you don't. Oh no! Oh no! Look at this. This is.
So sad. I must caress my tits.
Oh, that's hilarious. God, our show's stupid. All right. Blaz, why don't you get a few supers real fast while I get the next story queued up, please.
Okie dokies. Commenter fan for 5 says, breaking news, Massic 6 alarm fired at Kimberly Clark warehouse in Ontario, California. Here comes a temp shortage in TP.
Uh-oh.
Oh, toilet paper.
Fan.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Tony for 20 says, I'm guessing it would be easier to reach normies on Twitch. If people that were based leaves Twitch, it would be an echo chamber and you would just make the other platforms echo chambers.
Like Blue Sky.
Marmalin for 10 says, what Phoenix says is true because the reality is you're on the other places. You have to capitulate to their word policing, or policing, I should say, and that still gains them ground. PC Master Race for 10. Thank you. Duck Vision for 20. Ironically has a little parakeet for an avatar instead of a duck. $10 for PC and $10 for Game Boy. You can't split. We're not doing this. We've discussed this, Duck Vision. We're not allowed to split anymore. Anyway, I grew up with a Game Boy, now PC users. P.S. Hi, Leaflit from Machi Bird.
Hi.
Listen, we're going to put the Game Boy $20 because it's the underdog right now. Thank you. And Sinbad for $4.99 says PC Master Race uses double heavy attacks. If you know, you know.
True.
Gig. PC can pretty much emulate all consoles, and with ROM hacking and mods, we can get the true version of games, uncensored, delocalized, etc. for the PC. Traitor. Anyway, Laguna Cloud for 5 says, she responded happy because they respond to our narcissistic whining, which is the real goal anyway. It's all power and look at me. Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
Symbiote for 20 says, for the Game Boy, long live the classics. Thank you. Zim for 5 says, yo, PC users, where's your physical games? Oh, that's right, you don't have any. That's too bad. How does it feel to own nothing? You happy yet? Game Boy. Yeah, that's sad. Thanks. Gorb for 10 says, gaming companies need to go back to the days when they did what they wanted. Activists and gaming means for eventual bankruptcy. Never could understand the profit allergies that most AAAs have. Thank you. JD the Halfrican, funny, domain expansion Xbox live chat. I'm just reading his avatar. For 5 says, I quit OW after a placement match where our Mercy and Reinhardt sat and spawned RPing and character. No part of this model change is shocking. Thank you. Bike Shorts, as an Iron Man main on Marvel Rivals, I always teabag the female characters. Those misogynistic and sexist. Prince Turnip for 5 says, Leaflet is ignorant in the ways of DSP. Could you enlighten her? No, better to be ignorant about DSP. Gold Soul Ninja for 64 says, for 12, for any Courage the Cowardly Dog fans, if anyone remembers the time Muriel Bag saw Courage's search history, who do you think he has the hots for? Lady Leaf, who gets this $12?
Well, the Game Boy doesn't have Sengoku rants, so we'll put that on PC.
Oh. Okay, we're caught up.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good. All right. Real quick, Silver came in with $5.42. Says Phoenix versus Leaflit debates are the modern day Lelouch versus Suzaku. Thanks, Silver. Appreciate that. It's wonderful. All right, Phoenix, is it still a blowout?
See, yes, sort of, but really, and this is one of the number. I'll show you the number it's easy to change. $724.49 for the original Game Boy Color versus $1,180.01 for the PC. So yeah, I mean, at the moment it does look like a blowout, but we've seen numbers like this suddenly change in an instant. So on the surface, a blowout, Craig.
Okay, thank you very much, Phoenix. Appreciate that. Wonderful. All right, Leaflet. I wanted to hold off on talking about this. And going back to a little Asmongold clip. Did you see the clip where he's talking about male VTubers?
I haven't actually. I just saw the drama around it, but I didn't actually see the full clip.
Let's see what he had to say, and then we'll kind of go from there. Get your reaction to this, okay?
You see, DLive is going to cut support for their male VTubers. So male VTubers are over. Based? Yeah, based. So, yeah.
I think I'm fucked. My VTuber career is over.
It's over, man. It's over.
Oh, no.
I mean, VTubing is all about girls. It is. It's a girl thing. Now, there are guys that are VTubers.
But that's not a controversial statement, is it? Right? Like that.
It is. There's a lot of male VTubers. But I think he's speaking at kind of the higher level of things.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And just the market in general.
Right.
Especially in the English speaking market.
Yes. Yeah. Like Rev, right? Rev is a boy, right? Yes, his model is of a girl, but there's there are males who VTube, but just
well,
I think he's speaking. Yes.
The context is DLive, though, which is a very specific style, I'd say, of VTubing. It would be like the original, like, I guess, popularized idol sort of style of it.
I think he's speaking in generalities, like you said. I don't think anybody can really look at it and say, generally, females benefit more from being VTubers than dudes.
Well, let's hear what the rest of it is, so we can make like a proper analysis.
Yep.
VTubers, and more power to them. Good for them. But the reality is that VTubing is a female activity. VTubing is like a clever use of game mechanics, like an exploit, basically, where women can stream without having to be hot. And this is a huge thing.
I'm just saying.
No. It's true. It's true. Like, and the thing is a lot of people, especially like women, will like to, women especially will hate on this, and I don't. For women when they stream, like live streamers, not like VTubers, right? Women have to put a lot of effort into like the makeup and stuff. Like makeup's a real skill. Right. And people ignore that. Like, oh, whatever. They're just born pretty or whatever. Right. And then there is some extent, like there is like, obviously some base stats there. Right. But when it comes to makeup and like how you present yourself, even like exercising, right. And like actually like taking care of your health and all of those things, those are all a part of it. Like they put a lot of effort. And I'm sure a lot of these streamers, they wake up early in the morning before they even start stream. They like spend like an hour on their makeup. I'm pretty sure that's like the case with a lot of like the bigger ones. Sure. And I mean, that's it. I mean, VTubers bypass the entire thing. You wake up, I'm here in my pajamas. I didn't even brush my fucking hair. You know what I mean? I'm here just like, oh, I get to my computer. I turn it on and I'm like, okay, guys, look at me. I'm kawaii ugu. Ta-ha?
See, I mean, look, you're both not wrong. I very much understand that. The ease of streaming is the appeal of the VTuber, for sure. Specifically for me, right? Like I don't have to turn on any lights. I can, whenever we've done our VTuber events, it's pretty nice, very nice.
Because, and I've said this before, is that if you look at the top 50 male streamers, the top 100 male streamers, there's going to be a lot of ugly dudes on that list. If you look at the top 50, the top 100 female streamers, every single one of them is going to be at least above average. And the reason why is because guys watch girls because they're hot. That's the reason why. It's so obvious and everybody knows it.
On that note, Blaz, do we have any boobs that we need to show on screen? No, just kidding. Yes, he's not wrong, right? Guy,
Well, I mean,
like,
a lot of. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say this is the thing forever, right? You judge a book by its cover. That is the reality of everything ever, right? When you tune into a show and there's somebody sitting there, your immediate thought is, I wonder what their thought is on this. No, it's like, that's attractive, or that's not attractive. Let's just keep it real. I think that's what he's doing right here. He's being very honest. You were saying, Leaflit?
It depends on the demo. It depends on the demographic of like what you're doing as well, right? So like if the point is to hang out with you and like you're sort of like how to explain it, like those girls that are sort of working in a host club where your entire thing is that you're entertaining people with like, the idea of spending time with like a woman, and that's like kind of the whole point, then like it matters a lot more than like if you're talking about, things like me, like commentary. Like I don't have to do anything sexual at all because all I'm doing is talking about like analysis and commentary. It's like my whole job, right? So I think it also depends on that. But when it comes to discovery, like actually your initial growth, of course, how you look matters. It matters like a fuck ton, obviously, right?
Let's see what else he has to say.
But, people don't want to say this, but it's obviously true. So, and 2 of your mods are male VTubers? Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, there it is. 2 of my mods are male VTubers. Well, yeah, and listen, guys, yeah. Well, now you guys shouldn't join Hollow Live, okay? Wait, I didn't know it was 2 of them. I thought it was just 1. They've multiplied now? We have 2 of them now? Oh, my God.
Spread.
Oh, he could have used the Star Wars reference, and he didn't.
Virus is spreading.
How the fuck did we get a second one, man? And McConnell Red? I don't know, man. And anyway, so here's the way I see it, right? Is that if you're like male VTubers serve no purpose. They have no, like, there's no reason for somebody to be a male VTuber because that, like, the value that people get out of VTubing is the fantasy of the character. The male people that are watching are not, they don't need to fantasize about a male character. So there's no real, there's no incentive that they're getting out of it. Sorry, Adelie. Sorry, but that, I mean, I'm right. I'm right about this. I mean, that's just how it is.
So I mostly agree with what he's saying. Like, I'm not here to disagree, but I think you could sort of make a argument that if the male streamer is creative with what they're doing with this model, I think you could say something. So, like, isn't there like the potato or the pop? What the hell is that character? Peanut. Thank you. The peanut. Yeah. Like if you add some lore and some humor and you do things with it outside of sexuality, there's probably something to be said that you could actually make a good living. Overall, I understand the point he's making.
Actually, with that one, I don't think it's related. In fact, I think that specific case, and like I agree with you for the most part, but in the specific case of Peanut, I think it actually goes with what he's saying, and that it doesn't really matter what he looks like. Like the Peanut thing, like people aren't watching it for like the attractiveness factor.
I don't know. Well, but I think the idea is that it's such a humorous thing that I'm watching a burnt peanut play games and argue at the universe like that. That's a gimmick that I may jump onto. So that's what I'm saying. If the men are creative with their models and they build a lore around it or whatever, and there's a nice hook to it, I could see that working. Typically, women also don't typically visually look at things the way men do the same. Men typically sexualize everything, and that's a very important thing to us, where women it's less so. That's usually typically why they go for fan fiction or the written word as opposed to a visual that men do. So I understand what Asmongold's saying. I'm just kind of playing a little bit of devil's advocate here, that I think you could make it work if you don't go the sex angle.
I think that makes sense. I guess the reason I have a little bit of a sort of a disconnect here is because I'm thinking of it in terms of like Hollow Live and like what that culture is. I think in that specific culture, it makes sense what he's saying. But what you're saying in terms of like comedy and like that value, that makes sense as well. So that might be why I'm a little bit. Yeah.
So while you guys were talking, I had Grok put together an easy to understand graph of the demographics in VTubing, specifically in the United States. And it's kind of interesting to see. Let me see if I can pull this up really fast.
I will say while you're pulling up, one of the genius aspects of VTubers is they don't age. That the character you fell in love with remains the same. I think is genius.
So here we go. This is based on the United States VTuber audience. 7 out of 10, 72 out of 100 are male. Most of them are between the ages of 18 and 24 right here. But obviously it does, you know, it's you can kind of see the man versus woman right here. Obviously skews a little bit younger. So, you know, like the idea of like male VTubing is not being a thing. I don't think it's necessarily accurate for sure, because apparently 80% of the audience for male VTubers is women. And if there's one thing I know about Dan Vasc, it's that you can survive with an audience of women. Dan Vasc has been extremely successful with that. In regards to HoloLive, the breakdown is actually even further. It's 82% male, 18% female. It's according to HoloLive here, with the male dominating the younger brackets, 18 to 34. So the female share is relatively higher in older groups. So let's go to continue here with this clip here from Asmongold. See if I'm enjoying this conversation. This is good.
And again, I'm waiting to be proven wrong, and I've been waiting for a long time, okay? Anonymity is the reason. Well, you can just stream without a webcam. I mean, you can do that. Look at Lyric, for example. I mean, you don't need an avatar. I mean, I guess if you want to do it, that's fine. But I think that there's a lot of, and this is true, and I will say this, and this might get me in trouble, and I hope so. That way I can make content about it tomorrow. But a lot of the girls that do VTubing, not all of them, many of them are attractive, but basically every single unattractive girl that's successful in streaming is a VTuber. Every single one.
What? Leaflit?
I have a story about this. I had a friend.
Oh, please.
And I really, really liked this friend. And I was like kind of looking out for their career. And I was like, man, you're really entertaining. And I was like, I don't know, was this a mean thing to say? But they were like a really entertaining person. Like I was like, you know, you're great with the audience and stuff. I'm like, but like you do well, much better as a VTuber is what I said. And then they became a VTuber and they popped off. This is exactly what I said.
You got a little guidance. That's a great thing. Look, there have been a lot of girls that I've known who had great personalities, and not that type of person. I mean, like actual personalities, right? That, would benefit from not having to look at them. If that makes sense, right?
I mean, is that... You could say that, you know, that's not how things ought to be, but that's how they are. And that's the rules you got to play by, right? That's life.
Yes.
It's not fair.
Look, I 100% agree. Look, you can say it's not fair, but it's reality.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Let's see what else we have here real quick.
Guaranteed. Every single fucking one. And so maybe there's like a couple of exceptions on TikTok or something like that. But I guess I can't say every single one. I can say 99%. Okay. So that's it. Hate threat, etc. Yeah. And that's the truth. And so if you're an ugly chick, you better get a VTuber model. You do. And I get that other ones do it for anonymity purposes. Other ones do it just because they don't want to have themselves out there all the time. More power to them. All the best to them. I have nothing against it. But I think that this other component needs to be acknowledged because it is real. And so that's all there is to it.
All right. General thoughts, Leaf, on that?
Well, I guess like goes back to kind of what I said earlier is that the other thing too is that a lot of attractiveness is like makeup, like just 100%. Like if you look at transformation videos of like women like that, they look like maybe
so
like
scary.
Yeah, right. And there's even a case like in Japan right now, there's like a dad who does this where he's like a dad and then like he does like he like does makeup to like look like a woman, and then he does content and he gets paid for it, and he uses that to pay for his kid's school. Yeah, that's like a whole thing. Like so the point is that makeup is really, really a powerful skill. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, they're pretty. So like, it's just, you know, they're just lucky. Well, a lot of them put a lot of work into it. And that's like, you know, that's the unbiased, unjealous, like point of view of like, me saying that.
I get it. Well, my VTuber coming soon. It looks like I'm late to the train. I'm going to be, you know what I always thought would be really funny is you do like a VTuber and I'll tell you about that later on. I'll tell you about that. I got some fun ideas for VTubing, which would be great. Interactive. All right. We are almost wrapping up for the day. We got a little bit more to go. We got gaming history. We got to figure out which reigns supreme, PC or Game Boy. We are in the 8th inning right now, friends. It's almost we're almost there. All right. But first, we have this from ORAM 415. It says, my gaming brothers and sisters, today is more than the Game Boy versus the PC. The Game Boy carries the will of all consoles. Console gamers must band together to fight PC users' claim that this tournament win was promised to them 3,000 years ago. ORAM.
Attaboy, Orem.
Thank you very much for that. Once again, please continue to support what you would like to support. But I appreciate your inspirational message. I felt like I was in a locker room with Coach. Hayna first says, for the PC, the home of the second longest running video game franchise, Microsoft Flight Simulator. 41 years of games and user-generated content and counting for the PC right there. Ranger George for 20 says, male VTubers are over, including the ones that pretend to be female. My fellow racist Leaflit can decide who gets this money. Happy birthday, Phoenix.
Thank you.
Sun Goku Rants on PC.
PC as well?
Mm-hmm.
Look at
You
that.
can't
Widen
play
that
Sun
gap.
Goku Rants on Game Boy.
Mo says, I saw the fire in Ontario the chatter mentioned when my car broke down this morning waiting for the tow truck from Corona, California. Was wondering what the orange glow was. Yeah, I learned. Thanks, Mo.
Damn, I used to live in
Appreciate
that area.
Nice. Was there an orange glow around it from big old temp fires?
I mean, it lit on fire quite often, that area. Yeah, that's true. Usually because of homeless people. So they had to like get goats, and they would like they would bring in a bunch of goats and just put them on the hills to like eat all the brush so that the homeless people wouldn't light it on fire.
All right.
Pretty awesome.
Love
They
that.
do like to
Real.
eat a lot of grass. So
Yeah, so they'll ship them around,
Shrubs.
right? They'll like let them loose and then gather
Ooh,
them up. throw 'em
pasture
out
rotation. Let's go. Huh?
Marmalin says, if you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife. PC Master Race. All right. Well, I think my wife is beautiful. Shut up. Thanks, Marmalin. That was 10 for PC Master Race. And Magnus Black Hammer for 10 says, after what I just spent buying PC parts, PC better win. If not, all you shiznos are fired. Even you, Beeflit. Happy birthday, Phoenix.
Thank you, Magnus. Black Hammer.
Thank you, Hammer. Hey, real quick, did you see that they finished the loop around the moon? The Artemis 2?
Did they
see
see the moon base on the dark side with the aliens?
Well, it's they've uploaded some pictures to X here, and the moon looks like I don't know, looks like the moon. But on their website, they have like all these pictures here that they don't have a very good gallery setting. But these are like the only pictures they have of them going around the moon. You would think there'd be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and video and all sorts of stuff.
HD video, yeah.
Right. I mean, these are big, but I kind of want to see what the other side of the moon looks like, dog. You know, just saying. I want to see if there's bases and shit.
There is.
Aliens. You think
The
so?
Anunnaki are there.
I'm sorry.
From
What?
Planet Nibiru. The Anunnaki from Planet Nibiru.
Okay. Well, thanks for the clarity on that.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. All right. Let's get a quick update, Phoenix, from you. So as we are now entering the 9th inning here.
Here we go. It is $759.49 for the original Nintendo Game Boy versus the PC at $1,255.
For the PC, because I can use the money I would have to pay to use my own internet connection to this kind of donation. PCMR.
That is
Correction, $1,312.89 now.
That is after $57.89
Yep,
from Shaq.
that's
Okay.
correct.
Shaq, thank you so much for that great support and get you back on the wall, my man. All right, so we are there. It is time. We're gonna put off. Let's go put 10 on the clock, Phoenix. And once the 10 is done, we'll be wrapped because that'll give us enough time to get through today in video game history. Does that sound good?
Sounds good. Just tell me when to start.
All right. Leaf, you let Phoenix know when it's time to start.
All right. That was good. You can do it right now.
There you go. Excellent. Hey, Blabs, you ready?
Born ready.
Today in gaming history with Blabs.
Snape is white, fucktards!
All right, big one today.
He so is.
But the memes are great, though. You've seen them, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, she's been covering it all. She's doing a great job with it. Yeah.
Thanks. So today, everybody, is April 7th. You know that show Alias that came out a million years ago? Well, that video game also came out in 2004, and then, because you know there was the 20 years of Hannah Montana last week, Hannah Montana the movie was released in 2009. Your boy Phoenix actually has the video game. And then Ninja Blade was released in 2009 as well. Ta-da! You know what, though? Look who's really happy, though.
Yeah.
Although it's a
great
different
game.
Hannah Montana game, but we'll let it
It's
slide,
all right.
Tits. Don't
We'll
worry.
let it slide. All right, thank you.
I don't even want to.
I think that was the best list I've seen so far, Craig.
I'm scared.
I'd like to set the world on fire.
Here on April 7th, some noticeable games that you missed today, Blabs.
I miss shit.
Include, the NES Garfield game. That's fine, whatever, right? I'm going to go
That
slow
one
here.
Garfield fan in the chat. How dare you?
Samurai Ghost for the TurboGrafx 16 was released 34 years ago.
A little big, eh?
Blabs,
Yeah.
there's one game in particular that would make you its bitch. Ah, yes. Oh, wait, that's kind of a big one first.
Wow.
Team Fortress.
Yeah, but you see, it says Team Fortress Classic. I preferred Team Fortress Original.
Yeah,
so-
OG. Good call,
Yeah,
Blab.
yeah,
Good
so-
call.
That's right.
To know.
Daikatana was released 26 years ago. Yes, Phoenix, go read and weep. Show it everybody. There it is. Look at that
This
son
is
of a bitch.
one of the most embarrassing ad campaigns of all time. I don't know, Craig, if you're going to talk about it, but it's very embarrassing.
Daikatana will make you its bitch. Yes, absolutely.
That was the whole thing. They went out of their way basically saying, like, this is the second coming, and then the game was so bad and flopped so mercifully.
Yes. The ad itself.
Unmercifully, rather.
This is the ad that was put out there infamously here. John Ramiro's about to make you his bitch.
Whoops.
Suck it down.
Oh, no.
Whoops.
Yeah, it didn't quite work out very well. John Ramiro was obviously he's from Doom, right? Doom?
Mm-hmm.
Was it Doom? Yeah.
Yes.
So I sometimes get those guys confused. Alias, we got Yu-Gi-Oh! So you've already missed two big ones here, Blabs.
Yawn.
Company of Heroes, Tales of Valor. Oh, but we did get Hannah Montana the movie.
We did.
Yeah. Revolutionary. 20 years of Hannah Montana. Shout out Miley Cyrus. Way to go.
Oh shit! The Chronicles of Riddick game.
Well, this is on Dark Athena, like I forgot which, something Bay was the biggest one.
Yeah, I think the first one was on Xbox. I think the original Xbox. Yeah.
No, Blobs isn't doing too bad so far.
Shut
That's
up,
right.
Leaflet. Hey,
That's my
Tiger
point.
Woods-
Not bad.
Blabs, Tiger Woods PGA Tour on BlackBerry.
Not
Yeah,
revolutionary.
but it was Tour 11. Everyone knows Tour 10 was more revolutionary, so.
Yeah, good call.
What? You didn't include Broforce on this
Not
list?
all about that Cis Force.
Sis is a slur.
Not the original entry in either.
Mortal Kombat. Released for
Oh my
mobile.
gosh, did you
Mobile.
actually do a good list on the
This is not a good list.
There's no way.
Am I getting gaslit here by everybody?
I think she
I don't-
wins. Oh, she
Craig,
won. She
These
won.
are pretty shit games.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad list.
I said
They're pretty
noticeable games that you
Yeah,
missed
I-
today.
They're not
would've-
noticeable. Can't see them. Close your eyes.
No, I said notable, Blab. Broforce is a notable game.
Yeah.
Nah,
Right?
you could have had Cis Force or like Brother Force or Brotherhood Force. Nah.
Am I
Broforce
just getting?
not that great.
Daikatana is a very notable game over here, and Team Fortress Classic, very
I prefer
notable
the original
games.
one, man. Listen, if anything had to be changed, maybe it would have been Garfield for that one person in chat, but I stand by my list. I think it's perfect.
You worked with what you had, you know, I think.
Watch everyone in the chat's like, I agree. Also, Blabs, this is really.
I will not.
Chat
I will
says
not
Blabs
be gaslit.
wins.
I
Yeah.
will not be gaslit today. This is a shit list, Blabs. Absolute dog shit. I will not. I refuse to be gaslit by you three. It's ridiculous. Unbelievable.
Just take it. It's fine. It was a great list. 10 on 10. Wait till tomorrow.
Just take it. It's fine. That's things like Harvey Weinstein used to say, Blab.
Yeah. Wait, who was it? Arch always was all like, you know, Harvey Weinstein had a point. Kept the bitches in line.
Just take it. It's fine.
Literally, yeah.
Memories of Rim says now Craig has to hire for social media and a new co-host. Bye.
Joke's on you. I'm not a co-host. I'm a producer.
Zayla came in and says another for PC. Had to say Blabs always seems to pick the worst games for the show. Thank you very
forgot
much.
to write best with worst. You accidentally swapped them.
Blabs, you're fired. Security will see you out.
I am the security as well as the HR.
Oh, it's good. All of them.
I am all the side scrollers.
All right. Quick reminder, we are hiring, if you guys didn't know. For a social media person over here. If you guys haven't yet, if you just popping in, you guys were hiring for that. Head on over there and check out my social media post or my social media post on social media about a social media manager, which will be great. And we have about 3.5 minutes left to lock down the final tally in the greatest console ever tournament, the grand finale between Game Boy
and
personal
PC.
computer.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh boy. Give it up for Verbose Bard came in with $26. Let's go. It says, remember going to my grandparents' basement and seeing a PC game for the first time in 1989 changed my life and put me on the path to nerddom for the PC. Leaf, will you donate? Will your debate be live streamed?
Yes, on Twitch and
Rumble?
Kick. Maybe I don't know if I'm set up yet for Rumble. I'll have to figure it out. Like, don't you have to like make a video and like connect to it like on YouTube?
Nope.
Wait, no.
You just make an account.
And you just hit live and then it just goes? You need to do like a thumbnail and all of that?
Well, you do have to make a thumbnail.
You do have to make a thumbnail, but you can use a template.
Yeah, there's templates, so you can just like you set up a live stream. Let's say you want to do like just chatting, you set up the one time, and there's a template, and you just got to update the title or a thumbnail if you want to change it, whatnot, for one specific stream.
Easy,
but they
breezy,
also have like
Japanese.
the keys are like completely static now, so I don't even have to change my keys anymore. It's fantastic.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check it out.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, there's also the plug on OBS. Was it Atrium, whatever it's fucking called? And you can like multi-stream, so like Kick, YouTube, Rumble. That's what I do all the time.
Ooh, okay. All right, I need to do that.
It's easy breezy, and we'll give you the full rundown a little bit later because
Hell yeah, thank you.
The secret is Rumble Studio,
Ooh.
which we're using today, which is wonderful, which allows me to let you know about today's sponsor here in the last 90 seconds because I need to get that pulled up. forgot to tell everybody. All right, let me do that really fast because it is important to let everybody know.
Do you want me to pause this clock?
Yeah. No, you can keep it going. You can keep it going. All right. Listen, guys, we've talked about this. We just talked about this with Leaflit. It's very important. Rumble Wallet. It's the best. We've talked about this. Leaflit, you're gonna love this, right? Do you know how much YouTube takes on a super chat, Leaflit?
How much is that?
30%. You know how much Twitch takes on a sub?
Like almost 50 sometimes.
That's right. You
Yeah.
know how much Rumble Wallet takes?
How much?
0. That's right. 0%. It's awesome. All of the money goes to the creator, which is absolutely spectacular. It's one of the reasons why we're using Rumble. It's great. You can super chat your way with no fees at all. You can super chat with Bitcoin, with Tether Gold. It'll show up directly in the chat very easily. As a matter of fact, we had it show up today, which is great. And we popped it on the screen, which is great. You can go to wallet.rumble.com and download the app directly to your phone, or you can go directly to the app stores themselves and download them. It's an amazing way to get rid of the middleman, cut all of it out, goes directly to the creators that you want, whether it's Leaflit, whether it's Side Trollers, whether it's whoever over on Rumble, which is great. So thank you to Rumble Wallet for supporting us. Shout out to Rumble for making this disruptive technology. They support us, so please support them. Thank you very much, Rumble Wallet. Amazing stuff as always. Seriously, we're going to get you hooked up over there, Leaf. It's going to be great. All right, let's go ahead and finish up. We did hit a final tally here. Oh, did this just come into the last second?
Yeah, I just saw it too.
So yeah, I'm like working overtime trying to get the Rumble Studio screen grabs, but yeah, it came in about a minute or two ago.
So it came in before it killed.
Yes.
All of these have been hit before it killed.
Yes.
So
like
we
I
are
said,
done.
I'm trying to like grab everything.
Yeah.
I'm multitasking.
Okay, but we are done here. This
Yeah.
is it. This is all of them. Okay.
Oh no, another one just came in after though. This 500, another 500 just came in after the timer.
Aforementioned. This will be the last donation for a while. Here's another for the Game Boy. It's a valiant fighter, but PC is truly king for the Game Boy. Aforementioned. I believe gold today. Unbelievable. Aforementioned. Thank you so
Get
much.
to developers when we're done.
Yeah, absolutely. Aforementioned. Taking the purple down, going with the gold today. Unfreaking believable right there. We have Wastelander came in. Says, Punisher by making her eat Olive Garden.
No, shan't.
Bike Short says, put this on PC because I can mod huge gazongas. Thank you, Bike Shorts. Vescarbino for 5 says, worst list ever, 0 out of 3 blabs. Anyways, PC Master Race. There's 5 for PC Master Race there. They're going to need it. Alabama Man says, great list, blabs. PC
Thank
gamers
you.
like fish sticks. $1.99 for Game Boy. ORAM came in, says, hey, Leaflet, good luck in the upcoming debate. Please be well rested and nourish so you can come fully focused. I find the topic extremely important. I recommend you watch Abolitionist Rising. There's $20 right
I'm
there.
gonna go eat. So I'm full for it.
Game Hunter came in with 20. Says, if I can build a PC and rig, I would base the VTuber models off of what you would like in the Asmongold versus Kirsten JRPG. Craig with wolf ears and tails. Phoenix with a flame mohawk. Blabs with fox ears and tails. Why
I
am
don't
I
want to be a furry.
Why am I wolf with ear? I don't. Sergio came in with $9.99. Says Leaflet is right about being about words being spells. Also, strawmans are voodoo. Framing is Jake JK domain
Jujutsu
expansion.
Kaisen, yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you, Sergio. All right, so we have okay. Real quick, I want to see where we're at.
All right, is this the final or just seeing how it looks?
We here's the thing. We have a very big decision to make. Okay. Aforementioned came in with the $500. Okay. Well, hold on. I need to. Sorry, I was listening to you in my headphones. I was talking to you. I pulled up Rumble while talking to you, and you, which is why I did double speak there. Okay. Sorry.
Conversation is head.
Yes. Okay. Aforementioned came in with $500.
Which we put in.
Yeah. Then he came in with another $500 immediately after that. Here's the thing.
Okay.
You can only Rumble rant up to $500. So I don't know if he was meaning to put this in for the Game Boy. This is my third $500 donation for the Game Boy, which, like, part of me is like, it didn't come in. It didn't come in for the gun.
I think it counts though. I like, and I'm a PC person, right? I think it's fair because, like, if that's the case, I mean, it was in the spirit of trying to get it in on time, but there was like an issue, and also by the way, the timer wasn't visible for like the end of that, so it is kind of like if you want to make it fair, you just put up another timer for like 2 minutes or something, 2-minute warning, like, you know.
Let's get to Gold Soul Ninja. Says, a reminder to Blabs that the adults are talking. Be quiet, child, and a 10 for Lord Phoenix.
Thank you for thinking I'm a child.
Daniel says, part of the PC Master Race. Thank you, Daniel.
No, hold up. Is this?
These do not count. These
do not count. Are you okay? But do we want to maybe make a decision before we say it doesn't count? you see my point? Like, if you
Yes,
decide to go with the
so-
5, then we need to start counting these as well.
No.
Aforementioned said, yes, I purposely put it through. Blabs, tell Craig it's good. What does that mean, aforementioned?
Okay.
Is he saying he was trying to put it in before the timer ran out, and I guess there was a delay?
I'll tell you what. I'm going to go to my rule book here and consult with the greatest console ever. Here you go. Let me go.
Yeah, this is also true though. That was the $200 that came in that made the Wii win right at the same time.
The official rule book. What? I'm sorry. What was that, Blabs?
So the other day we had the Wii, right? Because I said the Wii came in. Are you 5? Who's the child now? It's you. It's true though. It's true. We did have this issue come in last time, but it was a 200 instead of a 500. Still very generous.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like you kind of have to abide by the same
Look.
rules here.
And what were the rules then?
We did not count that 200. Unless it's saying go fuck yourselves, and he's gonna go and change it.
The official rules, as I read right here in my official rule book.
Aforementioned says I paid $1,500 basically all together today.
This is a really tough spot that I don't have to make that decision.
Yeah,
This
have
is
fun,
quite
Craig.
the pickle.
Well,
Because-
the timer points
Yikes.
is fair. You couldn't see the timer, right? For like the
Yeah, that's the
last
difference
part.
for today and the other day. I will say they did not have a chance to see the timer.
Yeah, why don't you just count? Like maybe you do like another countdown, and then that's like the for real
Okay,
downtime,
let's
and then
do
you
that.
count everything up to now.
Let's do that. I think that's
That's fair, right?
totally fair. Yes.
You like
Okay,
that?
then
I
wait.
think that
A 4-minute countdown.
no.
Okay.
Because I went to that read with about a minute and 45 on the clock.
Yeah, you couldn't
Right.
tell.
Right. I
Just
think
make
that is
it 2.
fair.
2
Make
minutes.
it an even 2.
I count the 20 for PC that came in that I saw, right? Can I add that now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to add the 20 and the 500.
Look, guys, I don't make the rules. Leaflit made the rules. All right. Leaflit.
Yes.
She overrode the book. All right. This is our
I
rule
am
book
the
here.
girl boss.
All right,
All right.
so to be fair, how about we do this? Before I start the clock, let's
Yes.
show everyone what the numbers now look like. I entered the 20, I entered the
I know.
500. Let's see what that looks like now. Then we start the clock.
All right. Did you get aforementioned?
I got yes, I got the
Unbelievable.
3 500s, and thank you very much, Evan.
Yes, that is stupid. Hayes Zealot says it's for PC. Arch Linux Master Race for the win. Been the rules, and we lost the other day. We did get that one, yes. We have $1. As part of the male VTuber discussion requires an understanding of gender and pandering. Women can earn money by taking their shirts off, but guys have to do hard work. I only hate simps that enable it. Thank you very much.
Okay,
for that.
so we show the board now, then we start the clock, or we're still catching up now?
no,
Is that the
we
idea?
are all the way caught up.
We're all
Show
caught up
the
now.
board.
Here's the board as with the 20 and the 500. Okay. It is now $1,771.47 for the original Nintendo Game Boy versus $1,400.89 for the PC. I think so. Now we decide what is the timer that we're going to go with, and then we start from there.
Leaflet, you're the judge here. How much
Yes.
time do we put on the clock?
I think like 2 is fair, right? It seems pretty.
2?
2 minutes.
Yeah,
You tell
Okay.
me when.
it's like a
Look.
2-minute warning. You know, it's like
All
kind
right.
of
This is it.
in theme.
For real. Leaflet's rules here.
Yeah, dead ass, no cap.
Dead ass, no cap.
I'm the most racist VTuber winner, so I think I'm the most qualified.
All right. Look, I
You are
don't make the
Asian. You do know
rules.
numbers.
That too, yeah. Mhm.
All I know is that this is silly. Phoenix, start the clock. Torgo says absolute bullshit. Listen, I don't make the rules.
I made the rules.
That's right.
It was
Unbelievable.
my
Here's the
fault.
rules.
I would stop arguing, everyone, and make sure your thing wins.
Or not. I don't know. Because this, look, in the grand scheme of all of this, you need to understand that today, April 7th, 2026, will be the day when the people say, what truly was better, the Game Boy or the PC?
Oh, the biggest upset in history if it were to happen.
They will point to this. Tinley, I'm sorry. Listen, you can look at this sweet, sweet child right there.
I've never done anything wrong in my whole life.
Look at that.
Never.
That's right. Thank you, Leaf. Appreciate that. All right, here we go. 1 minute. 1 minute. I'm putting Shake and aforementioned on the wall. This is so silly.
Zalis is rigged California scrollers, letting one person win. And then we have Saint coming in. $50 for the monochrome, for the batteries, for the boys. Game Boy. Thank you for the 50. I don't see any. 30 seconds left, basically.
Okay, my goodness. You see, she gets Saint right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that.
Sorry. I was just putting. Okay, let me get Saint on the wall real quick. My goodness. All right.
Yeah, so we owe a 50 boobs and developers for aforementioned.
All right, sounds good. This is gonna be it. Oh my god.
10 seconds.
A Diddly Doodler for 5 and another 50 came in on Rumble. I can't put those in fast enough, but just so you know, they're in there. So
Okay.
5 for Game Boy, and then around 50 for Game Boy.
Okay.
So
The 3 a.m. ballot dump was real today. Massive. Crazy upset. Leaflit, look what you did. It's wonderful.
oh shit! Alpha just came in for 100 with for PC. On
I
Rumble.
don't think it matters.
It wouldn't matter. I'll put it on there anyway.
Yeah.
All right, Phoenix.
I'm adding the 100. Here we go.
Oh, you happy boy now?
Guys, this is hysterical. Here we go. It is $1,901.47 for David, the Nintendo Game Boy, the 1989 little console that apparently can take on Goliath at $1,500.89, which of course means the winner is the Game Boy. Shall be from moving forward the Master Race.
Game Boy Master
Nintendo Game
Race.
Boy. Yep.
Get it trending. Game Boy Master Race. Oh my
The
god.
hero of the DMV.
To accept today the Game Boy over PC is Phoenix. Hello, Phoenix.
How you doing? So, ladies and gentlemen, I put on a very sad face today for a reason. I was hoping that it would encourage my console brothers and sisters to come out and take on what always seemed impossible, the PC. And you did with this thing. There couldn't have been a better victory in the world than this thing taking on the incredible, what appears to be limitless power of PCs. And we did it with 4 AA batteries and a green screen. The Nintendo Game Boy. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You have made my day and so many others that much better. Let the riots begin. Here we go.
I just want to say that you guys fell for my subterfuge, my Japanese subterfuge to make a Japanese console win, and that's basically the second Pearl Harbor.
Hey, Torgo is right. This is the dumbest tournament ever.
That's why it's the best
congratulations.
tournament ever.
That's right. Absolutely. We have, unfortunately, Tenka is unsubscribing from our channel. This is rough. But now we truly know. Now we truly know. Outstanding. Well, that is great to hear. I got some folks to put on the wall. And we have a developers, friends. Right, Blabs?
Yeah, we do. I'm getting all the boobs for them first. All right, developers.
Developers. Yes.
Yes. All right, let me go and read some of these real fast. Okay, multitasking. Okay. So we got this one from Saint. Thank you very much, Saint. Gorb for 5 says, I'm just going to say that we on the PC side have become numb to being railroaded, and this will eventually be forgotten. But as of today, sad day.
Railroaded, you're taking over the industry. What are you talking about?
You're the master race.
You were the... Whoa, Craig, I'm sorry. Correction,
Game
you
Boy.
were the master race.
You were
Thank you,
taking
Phoenix.
over the industry until today. But don't worry, tomorrow you'll be fine again. Daniel for 10 says Commodore 64 was my first PC. Sode came in and says Game Boy. PC majority says PC. This was one of the 50s we didn't get to put on screen. I forgot to state my previous 20 was for the Game Boy. Add this 52. The winner of the best console tournament has to be a console. Get PC out of here. Sonic says I come in clutch for Game Boy by Sonic. The Diddly Doodler for 5 says Game Boy deserves to win. This was one of the boobs we showed before. He says PC for $100. Thank you very much for that. Godzilla's Greaser for 5 says almost all the votes for Game Boy came from one guy. Does that sound fair? This will never be legit.
Your votes
made him mad.
are absolutely not equal in value.
Plus the filibuster, past the Save Side Scrollers Act. I demand a rematch, best 2 out of 3. Bent your own rules for money. Can you say grifter?
Well, I did that. I'm not getting paid anything. I'm not getting paid anything. I'm an unpaid tyrant, actually.
This is dumb. I'm not upset. The
Yeah.
But I'm
By the way,
saying
I'm
low.
still adding these up because I just want to let you know that even with these add-ups, you're still not winning.
Guy in Hemlock says Game Boy Master Race, hero of the DMV lines. Anyway, award-winning Leaflit is attractive. Play her game. Lyrian Chronicles is fun. Thank you very much. Voighton, no matter who won today, Gavin continues to do nothing and wins. Big Vern says we all know his saying, and Nintendard and his money are soon departed. And suck it, nerds, console forever.
That's really what it came down to, I think, was console versus PC right here. Well, that was quite interesting, right?
Let me show this because I just want to. I've been tabulating. I even for those people who didn't say PC but they were just upset, I added that money as well. And just letting you know, Game Boy the Master Race still wins at $2,015.46 versus the inferior race. I mean, we've proven that $1,618.89 for the PC. So there you go.
What an absolute battle. Absolute battle. Thank you for that, Phoenix.
Thank you so much,
Appreciate that,
everybody.
Grit. That's just absolutely wonderful. All right. Well, look, we're going to kick off another tournament next week. We'll see how that goes. It should be fun and exciting. We have a couple of different ideas, which we're going to finalize, but trust me, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. We'll tell you more about that probably tomorrow. Yes, Phoenix, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just really laughing that this fucking thing took down a fucking race of people, apparently.
Can you play the sound for us?
I don't have any batteries in it,
Aww.
unfortunately.
Well, would you like to hear it? It goes,
yeah.
Ding! There it is. That was the sound right there. That's good. Let me see what I can find really quick online, and we'll celebrate. How about, you know what? Actually, let's celebrate with a wonderful Game Boy melody. Hold on. Game Boy startup sound. I got this.
Yes.
All right. Well, Tinley says the true winner is Wii plus PlayStation 2 for the biggest votes. That's right. Number one in your heart, Wii.
Can I just say, guys, I think that this championship here was all those consoles. When you look at it, it came down to consoles taking on the PC. So your PlayStation 2s, your N64s. It's actually kind of the most poetic way to end this, if you think about it, that whatever console you chose just took on the PC, because that's what I'm guessing the money was there for. So every one of you is a winner, except the inferior race called PC, unfortunately for them.
Thank you, Phoenix. Appreciate that. For just totally hitting the PC in the back with a chair, like a hardcore wrestling
They
match
did it
there
to
at the
themselves, Craig, when you think about it. They did it to themselves. They didn't show up.
Daniel 5 says, oh, so you're breaking out the Virtual Boy for this one?
Hell yeah, dog. There's the real console winner right there.
Here is your sound, Leaf, if you want to hear it.
Yeah. Oh, good.
With all that sound.
That's so good.
What the hell? What are you
It
doing
is
here?
a lot of difficulty to
Isn't it
play a
ironic that your
5-second
PC
video.
is having a hard time playing what this thing does so effortlessly, Craig? Because
Great point.
this is
Thanks,
the
Phoenix.
master race right there, Craig.
Is it a lullaby?
This is the ending theme as redone by the
Happy
Super
Felix
O
is.
Brothers. Super O Brothers remix. One of my favorite ending themes ever from Super Mario Land. Right here. You ever heard this before, Leaf?
No, I haven't. I haven't played that one.
It's about to pick up. Damn it. That's my YouTube not
Really
working.
picking up now.
Yeah, it was good. Anyways,
The PC revenge. That's what that is.
I'll tell you, it's pissed at me. Pissed at me. All right. Like everyone's pissed at you, Leaflit, for changing the rules on the fly. What the hell? Unbelievable.
I'm a tyrant.
An absolute VTuber tyrant. All right. Guys, thank you very much for being here today. Big ups for aforementioned for sponsoring today's episode.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Look at this. We have Gold Soul Ninja says, I'll be stealing that trophy for my master race. So, oh no. Thank you for that. And we have Gorbo says, next tournament will be an open field with Nintendo lovers in the PC army. Mark my words, this is not over. This heresy will never be forgotten.
Where was this army? I don't know. I counted things that weren't even saying the word PC. You still lost by $400.
Damn. Well, that was absolutely silly. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Have an excellent rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow when we are joined by
Oh, hang on. Arch.
Arch. Hooray. Arch with his VTuber avatar. We'll see if he shows up in VTuber form. We'll see. It'll be great. All right, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out, especially if you're a Game Boy supremacist over there, like Phoenix.
The Master Race.
Especially if you are PC Master Race. Guys, have a great rest of your day. Go check out Leaflit and her debate coming up very shortly. What time
I'm
does that
master
start?
debater.
You are. What time does that start?
That should be at 5 Central. So
Okay.
6 Eastern.
So in about 3.5 hours from now.
Mhm,
So, all right, guys, have a great rest of your day. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central Time. But until then, remember, the Game Boy is going to try to keep you down. Don't let it. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great rest of your day. See you later. Bye-bye.
Fatality.